kind of panicked because like the multi-streaming thing has like a separate tab in OBS, and I pressed the wrong one first, and it gave me like an error message. I like freaked out for a second. Okay. Did you watch the show match?
Yeah.
Thoughts? Oh wait, it was this.
That's fun. Did you watch it?
I had it on in the background. I was watching Fnatic play Corrode versus BBL mainly. Watch Kayak's ace. I mean, he's the only reason they won that badly on that map. Okay, so in my league, I picked 10th, and it is not a snake draft. Quarterbacks are more valuable. Close the chat. But who should I take? My first pick.
What?
Who should I take with my first pick?
What's your first pick?
Number 10. And the quarterbacks are more valuable. But my cousin did say that he's going to take Jamar, number 1 overall. Should I take Kyle Pitts?
Yeah.
I asked him if he was going to take Kyle Pitts, my cousin, and he said no. He's actually trolling his team.
Oh my god.
I should probably unmute the stream.
America's region, and with the year coming to a close, it's time once again for the most prestigious award show of all time. It's time for the 72nd annual AME Awards. Yes. Now, give it up for the AMEs. Yeah. It's prestigious, damn it. All right, now, our first category recognizes the people that makes me feel like a confused old man who's bad at video games. Here are the nominees for Outstanding Rookie Performance in 2025. And let me go. Where's my note? We don't have
It's there, old man.
Where is it?
What are you looking for?
Where's my award?
Your award's
there.
there.
We go. Okay. All right. So, in the category, we have Okeanos, Verdo, Sato, and Spike. And the winner is, Brendan, hold this for me.
Definitely going to be Sato, bro.
Thank you so much. The Academy thanks you. The Academy thanks you. And the winner is...
He said Verno, not Verdi.
Sato!
Fuck is he talking?
He's right there! What are the chances? Come on up, Sato! Come on up! Here's your award. Here's your award. Oh, you got a mic stand over there. Go ahead. Here you go. Give your speech. Speech.
It's too high for me.
Oh, that's messed up.
It's too tall.
Hold on, Papa. I got you. Hold on a second. I'm trying to do my boy dirty. Okay, here we go. Oh, dear Lord.
I would like to thank my family, my friends, and everyone that cheered for me this year. This means a lot to me. I would like to thank all of you, too, for presenting me with this opportunity. I love you all.
Yes, give it up for Sato. Thank you so much, Sato. Thank you. Wow, amazing stuff. All right, Sato, what a guy. Sideshow, why don't you go ahead and present our next awards, shall we?
Thank you. Yeah, I mean, I live for the moment.
They should do an award of worst rookie of the year.
Who would you give that to?
Being able to present this award, phenomenal. Here are the nominees for best aura in Americas. We have
Why is Net up here? Why is Net on here?
Dude, yeah, Net's a good trash talker, but he is not. He does not have aura, bro.
It can't be Zelsus. If Zelsus wins, I'll be mad.
It's got to be Baby Bay. Yeah.
Okay, that makes sense.
Wow.
I feel like Osmos should be.
Oh, what a talent!
What he did with his aura for G2
Great head of
hair, utterly phenomenal. But unfortunately, Baby Bay couldn't make it here today to be able to accept the award. So here to accept it instead is Sato.
Sato to accept the award. You did it, Sato. You're accepting award for another person. Unbelievable. You did it, kid. You did it. I believe in you. It goes speech for Baby Bay.
I would like to speak on behalf of Baby Bay's beautiful bright eyes. And I'm sure he would be
Is he
extremely happy to accept this. He's been doing amazing on stage, and you know, that's
Okay.
Unbelievable speech. Give it up for Baby Bay or Sato, depending. All
That
right,
is Aura.
Brennan,
Our chase goes
it is now
number one.
time to
Who's
award
my
our
dad
third
now?
and final
Big
AME
John.
award.
Thank you very much. Yes,
You're
here are the
welcome.
nominees for the most exasperated coach of all time this year. Our nominees are, if you can pull it up, please,
Can Alex win?
Kaplan, Imi, Bonkar, and Josh RT.
Okay,
Definitely
Drum roll,
Imi.
please, GB.
Drum roll.
Only America,
Thank you.
like only North America's coaches.
Imi goes to
You should give it to the Furia coach.
for our most exasperated coach of all time. Now, unfortunately, Imi couldn't make it here
Look at
today.
him. So exasperated.
So exasperated all the time.
So
Now,
frustrated.
He couldn't make it here, so here to accept the award on his behalf is Sato!
Sato! Oh my God! He did it again!
Dude.
He's done it again!
The
Oh, my dad
three-peat,
took
they
Josh
said it
Allen,
couldn't
bro.
be
Fuck.
done! Sato did it in
Should
his
I take
rookie
Lamar?
year.
Dude,
Sato-
Jay.
I mean,
Yeah.
unbelievable stuff. Sato, really.
If he falls
class
to you.
act, class act. Speech.
First of all,
The thing is, a lot of the people are auto drafting before me, and it'll just take like whatever's highest on Yahoo's board or whatever. So like it'll be what the normal rankings would be.
Okay, yeah.
So he might end up getting to me. No, he just went. I think. Wait, did he? No, he didn't. No, he
Wait,
didn't.
who went?
I have no idea. I think it was CD. I couldn't tell. But it just depends if this guy before me picks him. Which if not, if he does pick Lamar, then I'll just go Joe. Whoa, I can't fucking talk. Joe Burrow. I'm fine with either of those with my first two picks. Plus, I get to steal Joe Burrow from my cousin who picks 2 picks later. Do I take Lamar or Joe, though?
Lamar.
Oh, okay.
Dude.
Lamar Jackson. I will take that. I think we should
What?
actually I should swap these. Hold on. So this. Okay. So this can be at the top. And then this will go like this. And that like that. There we go. Okay.
This is a 2-team region. Do you guys agree with that? Do you think America's is a 2-team region? Yes or no? Yes? One, okay, guy with the glasses says yes.
Cheers.
Okay, here's the thing though, right? You got G2, you got Sentinels, but NRG has an opportunity here today to get involved in that conversation, Bren, and can do so. But you heard
No.
Celsius talk about what he thinks regarding NRG.
Yeah.
What do you think?
I think NRG, and also to a lesser degree as well, Cloud9, are on the cusp, to be honest, of breaking that narrative entirely. They've been playing close games against Sentinels. G2, obviously going to be the most dominant team, and there's usually going to be that tier gap, but they are on the brink of really performing. NRG especially have just evolved to
Dude,
such
I love
a high
that they didn't
degree,
choke.
trying to add a bit of more nuance to their game, and I think they're just barely there right now. There might be an argument for it. I might be wrong entirely today, but
I mean, I think if NRG comes out and they win this game and they're in a finals, and it's our first finals that we've had in Americas this year that isn't SEN versus G2, then I
Bro.
think there is no argument anymore for saying that it's a 2-team region. Maybe it's just a 1-team region at that
Hike
point.
the ball
But no, I
again.
think that NRG are on the verge of cracking in. If they have a really good
Jesus.
attack side game today,
Yeah.
they could be there.
Yeah, well, we also saw what NRG is capable of in that matchup against Cloud9. Do want to give a shout
Holy
out to
shit.
Ethan because he came into the calling role for this stage, and
Running
he
backs.
had done it before, but
Jesus
I think safe
Christ.
to say that overall this shift in of staff and where you put people
Please
has
don't
worked
take
out, and
Genty.
Ethan is definitely shining the IGL role.
he's had an evolution, I think, as an IGL and a caller over the course of it. And
I don't
honestly
wanna
getting
take
passionate
any
at
of
times
these
too,
guys,
standing up. He's not
except for
normally
Genty and
this
Taylor.
outspoken when he's on
And
the
I'll-
stage.
I'm okay with
but
James
when the
Conner.
pressure's on him as well, this guy, he's been around the block.
Actually,
he's
James
lifted
Conner,
trophies,
potentially,
and
as
he's
well.
got a tenured career in multiple games
Just
at
give
this
me-
point.
give me Genty or
So
Taylor.
he
I'll be
has definitely developed as a
happy,
player
please.
even still to this day.
I think a lot of it, though, is map pool dependent. Take a look there at their attack win rate versus their defense win rate on a lot of these maps. And when you see on Bind and on Sunset, their attack win rate is really, really low. Generally speaking, though, they're excellent on defense just basically across the board. So I think it depends on which map you get him on, whether he's got a good read on what his opponents are doing on defense, and whether Bonkar and him have cooked up a good plan. But today, they've got to bring their best.
Yeah, no, good call on that one here. But of course, ahead of the matchup, we did get an opportunity to catch up with the members of NRG to see how they were feeling. But that being said, though, we'll talk about that in a little bit. As a matter of fact, did get word. We're going to talk about Sentinels real fast because we only have 3 minutes before game time starts. And I'm sure you guys want us to talk a little bit about Sentinels, I'm assuming. Now, of course, we're going into this final here. We got a Sentinels team that is in a great spot because they've
Travis
made it.
Hunter, dude.
Regardless of what
So,
happens, they're good, right? Like they're going to make
thing
their
with
chance
this
to
league
ball.
is
These teams
there's
are good.
like you can get
but
like
you get the
individual
vibe
defensive
that they
players.
want
So
that
like
title,
there's
Brent.
defensive
They're not
back slots, a
content with
D-line
just
slot.
losing out, just going to champs right now, here and now.
in
They've missed out on a
linebacker
domestic
slots.
trophy 2 times now to G2, and they want revenge. They
So
want to
Travis
make it all
Hunter
the
might
way.
just be,
This is
like,
a team that is definitely
the
playing
GOAT
for
in this
more
league.
than just making it to the big events and actually having the performance there.
And
They
I'm gonna
want
take him,
dominance across the
actually,
board,
instead of a
even
running back,
regionally,
because
which
I'm an
I really
idiot,
respect.
but
I think I've seen that in their game, the way that they take every match with a level of seriousness compared to G2, for example,
Maybe
that
he'll
have
go
been
late.
dominant. But you know, you
Maybe
can tell
I
they
can
take the
wait.
foot off the gas sometimes.
I think that they, more than anything, wanted to deny
Yeah.
the three-peat from G2.
Yes.
And if they're not in a grand finals and not able to do that, I think they'll consider it a disappointment, even if they end up popping off in Paris. I mean, maybe not if they win the entire thing.
I would assume the
But-
Champions Trophy might be a little bit.
Yeah, but in terms of Americas, Sentinels have still got their eye on a trophy,
Because like
and they
I
have
can
a risk
I can
of
take
missing
Travis
out today,
Hunter
and
and
even
he can
taking part
play
in the
in the
finals.
DD
Yeah,
slot.
well, let's see if the
And get the
talent
receiving
thinks
yards
that
stats.
Sentinels will be in a pathway to get themselves a regional
Stephen
trophy
Hester
here.
Jr.'s son is in
wow,
college?
Wow.
Yes, yeah,
That's
I saw
that's
that. He had the
wild.
kick.
You
That's
see
a
that play?
VCT America's guarantee. What could go wrong, everyone?
Travis
That's
Hunter.
a bad guarantee.
That is a bad guarantee because
NRG
got him.
have some serious chances. Now, the thing is, in a best of 5,
they
I think the
all
map pool's
picked
going to get
Sen.
tested, but I think that both of these teams are going to get tested in terms of map pools.
Yeah.
It's not like that. I don't think either of
Respect.
these teams are like G2, where it's only one map where they look wobbly. There's actually a few in each pool, so it could go very back and forth.
Yeah,
Oh, I should
definitely
do the
agree with that
map
one as
pool,
well.
Brett.
Especially, I mean, both teams, I'm assuming they get their one ban when
Yeah.
it comes to the lower bracket, so there's no actual benefit in terms of that when team gets twice as much. So they're going to be tested across the board. Going to be
Yeah.
uncomfortable with it. I can understand people's,
Sen will ban us
you know, the
Sen.
people's prediction here of Sentinels 74%.
Yep.
Very understandable
Oh,
to me,
God,
given
we
the
might
dominance
see
that we've seen from them
Bind
the
in this
entire
series.
year.
Are you
And NRG
serious?
have leveled up as a team over the year as well. They are not content
don't
with just
wanna
sitting on the
watch either of
sidelines
these teams
and being
play
this
behind.
third-rate team. They've made adjustments, they've evolved as a squad. Sentinels is another team as well. They are still hungry for that trophy, like we've already been mentioning.
Well, look, guys, we know that the internet's
What
not
is
a real
that?
place, and that poll could be fake for all we know. We know bots are everywhere. So let's tune in with the people, all right? And
Now we
let's
gotta
ask
take
you
running
guys.
backs with my
You guys
next
think
two
NRG is
picks,
going to win?
probably. Did
Oh
James
my
Cook
God!
go?
One person
Fuck.
just said no, flat out. Good God.
It was just silent.
Do you think Sentinels are going to win? Wow. No. Is there a single NRG believer in this crowd right now?
Yeah, there's a
One,
few.
two, three.
We got
Three
some
people.
believers. Let's get this show on the road, baby. It's time to start the lower bracket finals and send it over to the stage to bring out your teams.
Games
Jesus,
Arena,
this is bad.
it's time for the Stage 2 lower bracket final. Taking to the stage first, make some noise for your Sentinels!
Sentinels, obviously the fan favorite coming into this, both in IRL and online, apparently. But it's for good reason,
I think
right?
NRG are
Sideshow,
gonna
the
win the
Sentinels
series.
team, they have had such a great season, but they want to be able to lift that trophy
Is
to
there
the center
idiot?
stage.
I think it's
No.
unusual, first of all, to see them down here
map
risking
pool.
being eliminated from a chance of playing for the trophy when it's looked like
I'll have to find out if
the
someone's
best
an idiot in
form
one
we've seen
sentence.
Sentinels in all year. They've been in the grand finals before. We've thought that they might have been able to win things like kickoff, for example, earlier on. But this, I think, is finally the best look that you're going to get from Sen all year long. I mean, Narrate's form in particular has been amazing. The growth of this guy over the course of the year, spectacular.
Wait, we're Lotus
Couldn't
first?
agree
Oh
more.
yeah,
Let's
this is
go ahead and
easy.
bring out their
Easy
opponents.
map win for Sen.
That makes sense.
And now, let's bring out their opponents
Riv.
in this best of 5 series. Give it up for NRG!
Why do they have the trophy out there?
I don't know, man.
All right, and then we got NRG. Now this is a team that's really looking for an opportunity to cause a massive upset, get that chance to play G2 in the finals, fight for a trophy. Brent, can they do it?
I think it's definitely possible. The form factor, the form that Brock was in, honestly, in the game the other day was
the Odin
unbelievable.
plays are crazy.
And if they have that level up in terms of Brock playing incredibly well, comfort roles as well for him in terms of the maps and where he can really just let loose and make life a misery running the Odin all the time.
Does Mata have a girlfriend?
Pistol round demon. Som has been playing impeccably, and the calling of Ethan has been leveled up across the board as well. It's all coming together at the right time for this squad. I
My
think
first
NRG,
running back could be James Conner, Omarion
peaking at the
Hampton,
right
Chuba
times.
Hubbard,
Genuinely,
Kenneth
it's like
Walker,
this team
Alvin
is coming
Kamara.
online, and I think they can hold a candle to it, but
Maybe
it's going to be
Travion
tough for them in the best of 5 territory when their
he
map
would be
pools
my
already look
next pick.
weaker at times.
I'm expecting from the map pool that Sentinels
Nick
are
Chubb.
probably going to look to get rid of Ascent because NRG's defense
I'm
looks
gonna take
amazing
Nick
there.
Chubb
And
and
NRG,
Joe
right.
I was wondering, do you get rid of Bind or Sunset? Because
Yeah.
I think straight up you're losing.
Tyler
whichever
Algier.
option You don't ban,
Man,
but whatever.
Bind.
Map 3 probably going the way of Sentinels.
They're gonna
A
let
lot of the other
Corrode
maps
through, and they
super
picked
close.
Corrode?
Both teams are looking strong there. Haven I like as well. The deeper this goes, map 4, map 5 could be absolute bangers as long as
see-
NRG can hold on early.
And that's the thing, though, right? For me, it's, yes, the map could actually favor NRG, but you got to have the endurance to get to that point. This is a BO5. This is different territory here. And while, you know, some of these players have had experience in a BO5, Bren,
Zoom in
this
on.
is still going to
okay,
be very
that's
difficult. And you're not just testing the map pool, you're also just testing their endurance to just go round after round with how intense this is going to be.
I definitely agree. It's a different skill set entirely, but listen, NRG are not without some veteran presences of their own. You've got Ethan and Som on that
That's
squad.
very true.
They've been around the
I'm gonna
block
swap
plenty
this
of times,
over now.
so they're going to be ready, I think, for the kind of, I guess, tension that you feel in
Mata
these
on
really
base.
high-stakes best-of-5 scenarios. And Lotus as a map is a great staging ground for both of these teams. We
Wow,
really
they're
get
playing
to
the
see them
same
cut their
comp.
teeth. I think of it as a map where IGLs can really thrive in terms of their calling, their
yeah.
ideas that they throw out frequently. NRG have been fantastic with a lot of their opening ideas.
what I
I think it's a great
The
opening.
Lord
We're gonna see
Craig
the
in
best of
chat
both of
says
these
narrate
squads.
is
And
cute.
it's one of those maps that doesn't just trend super defense-sided for
Yeah, very
NRG.
true.
Yeah.
We saw a banger of a game with NRG playing against
Lord
C9.
Craig
It was an
also in
amazing
chat.
final
I don't
map
think
to
second is
send
better than
NRG
Mata, but he is
over to
almost
Paris.
as good.
So here you're getting
I
a
agree.
very similar
I mean, Mata
compositions
has
from
more
both
aces,
teams,
so-
similar looks. It's a great map, like Brent's saying, to just open and have a bit of a test of where the form is looking
Yeah.
and what the ideas are looking
This
like.
should
Can
be a good
Ethan
map.
still
I
cook on the
think
attack
this
side?
Sam on
should be
fade.
Can he
fading.
stop John from being able to take
Sam on
space
fade.
when John's on the attack side
Yes,
too?
That's what's happening.
It's also NRG starting where I think they're a little more comfortable.
I'll tell you what, though, I'm excited for
my
that
team is
battle
gonna be
between
fun, so
Zekin
I'm
and
not gonna
Mata.
lie.
This is going to be
Yeah,
a
it
good
is.
one, folks.
Sounds
Let's go ahead
terrible.
and do this. Riot Games Arena.
Lamar,
Let me
Travis
hear
Hunter,
you.
and Omarion
It's now
Hampton, which
time to
seems
start
like-
this
I guess
lower
I'll
bracket
get-
final and send it
maybe.
to your casters. Here's
Maybe
Uber
I'll get
and
it.
Wyatt.
It's crazy that it's taken these two teams so long to have a chance
Why are
to play
these
each
guys
other.
casting?
The first match between NRG and Sentinels all year, and it's for a
I
spot
love Uber
in
and
our
Wyatt.
Stage 2 finals. And for NRG, it's their first opportunity to compete in a final domestically since our inaugural VCT season.
Yeah, a long time, and obviously Sen coming off the back of that loss yesterday. Like, to
It's crazy
G2,
that the
who
top
were
4
in prime
teams were all
form,
NA.
Leaf returning. That is not the way they wanted to be sent down to
mean-
that lower bracket. They are hungry for some
Yeah.
revenge to get back into the
I
finals.
mean, Lev is practically an
Another
NA
time,
team
third
as
time
well,
this
so you
year
could
and
say
have
the
a
top
crack
6
at a
teams
trophy.
are all.
It's time for Samsung match start, folks. Load up
NA.
fast with
It's
Samsung
Hakim.
What's up,
SSDs.
Hakim?
And on that note, Wyatt, in stark contrast to yesterday,
Who's
these
the
two
fifth
teams have
team?
really similar
Or the sixth
map
team?
pools,
100
right?
Thieves.
Their best maps are Lotus,
yeah.
for example, both of them
Crackers.
undefeated
Okay.
this stage on it. And even
think we
throughout
just
this,
called you
they're
crackers,
both
by the way.
3-0 and Corrode
Instantly
as well.
slurring.
We're going to have
Yeah,
some
I know.
bangers, and
It's
I'm
crazy, right?
thinking it's got to be a bit of a longer series.
This is the
I might just
perfect
stop
map to kick off
Oh, not that
this
one.
series. Both teams absolutely have it set as their home in 2025. NRG's defense here has been so solid. They bested Cloud9 to get to this spot just yesterday. This was the third map in the series. They
pick
won it
Alvin
out in
Kamara?
narrow fashion, impressive fashion.
Probably.
Something we saw against C9
that
is
a bad
really
idea?
happy to fight
Their team's already
aggressively
cooked, bro.
for Mound,
Oh, no,
for
that's
Rubble
not
on
good.
this attack side of the map, and then hit the site hard.
Now this is the anchoring duo
very
you
good.
do not want to run into if you are Sen on attack. Scuba and Brock lock down sites together. They are so potent, so tough to deal with.
Something I'm going to be tracking as well is if NRG are going to be giving up these sites to, like, you know, Omen TP plus Satchel forward from Sentinels, or if they're going to fight them as they're trying to execute. That's an adaptation C9 made that worked in their favor.
A bolt frenzy.
Sentinels have been
Really?
able to insert their Vice. Zelsa's pretty deep over towards that mound side to rework now on A. Mata is hungry to get some
Puma, are you
information.
still
Just pushing all the way out
a
through
SEN
B. This
believer?
might be
Or
an
SEN
unexpected
supporter, I guess,
flank.
without tens?
Banks got his knife out. No, makes the switch to the weapon.
I would
Mata.
assume yes, but
Bang! Paranoia connects. Mata's in trouble. Backs away. Lucky to do so while still alive. Now some pressure coming into the B side. It's going to be Brock, who can only look on as
Nice.
Mata is cut down by a ghost. And what's there to see on the other side here? Massive damage on the crackback. Nerek's already fallen in second. He's seeing better days.
Sentinels just do not know where to go. There's only 15 seconds. They're stuck.
good
Ethan
from
swinging
NRG,
in. They're
fighting
also
forward.
low.
Again, what they were looking for. Player swung
Nice
out into them, but it's
Scuba.
down to Bang
Nice
now, who just
NRG.
can't connect against Scuba. Just as you foreshadowed, locking down those sights. And NRG get themselves a pistol to start this series off.
You hate to go up
See, has my
against an
dad taken
NRG
after
starting on
Golden
defense and they get the ball rolling with the pistol round win. That
Jesus
can
Christ,
often
his
be
team
a
is good.
recipe for a dominant
I
map
mean, he has the
win.
second
That
overall
is something
pick,
we
but,
have
like,
seen countless
It's Josh
times
Allen,
in
Devontae
this
Adams, DK
NRG
Metcalf,
stage
Josh
2
Jacobs,
run
and
to
James
champions. Sentinels just
He's
didn't know
running the
where
lead.
to turn in that round. You know, they felt like they had Mata caught, exploited his positioning, but they ended up just
It's
walking
obvious.
into a sack, into a trap of NRG.
take a receiver.
And
now.
that has resulted in them just having 5 classics on this second round.
As is customary for this map, no early force for Sentinels. They will just pay the piper for this second round. Going up against a Marshall for Mata, and he's up here at Rubble.
In contrast to what we're likely going to see from Sen when they win a pistol round in this series, NRG, they did not go for the
Scuba
5
has a
stingers.
judge.
That has been
Nice.
Sentinel's
That's good.
go-to second round buy. But NRG have pretty much fully forced up here.
They did have Cloud9 do it to them on Corrode, but that obviously
Hey.
was not a great map for the boys in blue. NRG familiar with that force strategy we're starting to see creeping a bit more.
The Scuba's gonna go
On the other
crazy.
side of this dark cover for a judge here. They're not going to be ready for it.
Only gets one?
Sniping
Never
really
mind.
vulnerable.
He's
They come
terrible.
through in seconds, able to trade the kill instantly. Zelsa's able to plant here as there's a smoke that's going to hold NRG at bay towards Waterfall, and only
I was
just
like,
now,
as a judge.
Zelsa's being cleared by a Prowler for Ethan.
Psalm would
Wait,
potentially
really
get
good
some
Utah.
serious spam damage done. Does have the Guardian, but Zelsa's going to be safe with that plant. Just tucked a little bit low. And Zekin has to be the hero with the hero judge that's been picked up. The one weapon.
Mata has them contained
They're not
in
going
the
to have any
site as
smokes
well.
anymore
Nice
to
shot.
cover
Oh,
it, though,
nice
Wyatt,
shot.
when this one expires. He will be vulnerable. Narray picked off here. What a timing. Just a one. Brock being taken down, and now 2 players with nothing but classics, and Mata is waiting for things to get a little bit frothy on the site.
Oh.
That's a Paranoia that caught onto Zelsis, and he
Oh.
couldn't assist. Bang now. No amount of right
Dang
click is
it.
going to help him against the Stinger.
Psalm is 1
That's NRG
HP,
taking
bro.
3 weapons out of the round.
Good pause there from NRG to stabilize
George
in the 3
Pickens is my
versus
receiver
2.
one.
Get that haunt thrown by Ethan. Psalm able to play off of that. Mata still just holding the angle on the flank. Get the info on those last couple players. Chaotic for but a moment, but they end up standing strong.
George
Score was
Pickens.
Just overwhelming.
He'll actually
with
probably
the
be on a
players,
receiver
just
too,
too
but
many
I'm gonna
people.
take
to actually
I should
deal
have
with
killed
my
way
next
more than
bet.
one. I
Yes.
should have killed way more than one.
But it's all
Yeah,
good.
we know, Scuba.
Still got the round.
Actually,
All
should I
good.
take-
sometimes
No, I'm gonna take.
you're
Golden.
dealing with an element like Zekin.
No, unfortunately, though, because NRG did invest everything into that round, losing a
element.
couple players, the buy looks not the best. It's not weak, but it's not particularly strong for NRG. We'll see
Yeah,
if
they could
Mata
still
can get something accomplished with this
easily, yeah.
Guardian.
They could do some good damage here at least.
Sen not super aggressive in his early stages. Obviously, John will look to play around his lurk wall, and there is a sheer thrown ahead of him. On to B pretty early are Sentinels. Maybe trying to draw out some of that util, but it's all been concentrated on the C side of the map. That's where Brock has mostly set it up. But now it's only Som there.
Wanted to get that sheer activated towards B, but it's over here on C.
R was
Bang stalled
17 and
off, as is
4.
second, just halted at bend on
Okay,
account of the
okay.
paranoia. NRG are fast to rotate right now. Are they going to attempt to flood back in, though, off the spike tap?
Yeah, I mean, Psalm's already in here with the judge.
It's
This
obviously not
could
the
get
best weapon to
really
be
weird.
working with here, but if he can try and close the gap, he'll be a little more favored. Dark cover still in play. See now encroaching.
What's
through.
gonna happen?
There's a
They're
waterfall side
stalling
sector.
a
There's no
lot.
off angle here as the
They still have 50
paint shells do
seconds.
explode towards that site. There's no plug.
Oh.
Sentinels
But they
have
do
been
have all 5
disrupted
players
and getting
here.
it down.
Ethan.
They just need to draw out all of this utility and then find a safe moment to plant, but is it actually
He's
going to
fucking-
come?
No, not with Ethan. Right
Nice,
up here
Ethan.
with the bulldog.
20.
He sings out for 2.
Oh, shit, you're ahead of
Dark
me.
cover
Don't
doesn't
react.
bloom nearly quickly enough for Bang. He is taken down. This gun round for Sentinels. starting to falter.
Oh, no, Brock picked up a
And
judge.
Delsus is stuck on the side. Getting off it is not an option, and
Yeah.
frankly, there's not a whole lot that John could do for him right now.
There's still just not been a moment where they could even try to get the spike down. Now they just want to bait out NRG players, but they're going to swing all together and just absolutely crush the remaining SEN forces. That was a beautiful defense of that C site. The
Ethan gonna have one of these
utility
series
that were
again.
coming from NRG to delay and
Yeah.
delay
I mean,
and delay
specifically
that
on Lotus, he
flank,
was really
and
good as well.
eventually SEN feeling like
Yeah.
they need to get more proactive. Just
Round is
push into
starting.
multiple players facing.
Damn, these smokes are insane, bro.
See that
No.
shit?
Okay, yeah. Let me
And a
focus it.
reminder, that's a round where they take a Guardian, a Judge, and another like half weapon into.
I did want to draw attention as well to the way that those smokes were being placed by Psalm. It's just allowing NRG to retain all of that backside
Really
control. So
not
that
great
zero
start to
space
the
to work
map
with.
from Sen.
This is a pretty characteristically NRG take on the round. 2 Odins in play. Brock is always going to pick himself up.
Especially on
Ethan, who get opened up.
Lotus,
Last
which
round by Waterfall this time.
like
Catches a player across
is their best map by far.
Jeez, just a paltry collection of sheriffs for Sentinels to hang their hat on. No presence in tree. Would still have to get past Som, who is admittedly low, but has that Odin to spam with.
I mean, they could get a spam kill onto Som and
It really
Tree
does
here
play
with these
a
deals.
masterful fade
don't know how
on
low
this
he is,
map.
though.
Scuba
Scuba?
loves to take timings
Might
out
be
of C
cooked
with
here.
his big flanks, by the way.
He
Goes
gets
one for
one.
one.
course, bro.
Not ideal, but the remaining SEN players are at such low HP. This one is as good as done.
He may have wanted to snake bite a little deeper on that corner.
Probably
Still,
should have
NRG be
just
happy enough
chilled
with this.
and
There's
waited
really nothing
for
Sentinels
some
to
kind
do.
of
They
omen
have, of
smoke from
course,
Som to get out. But I
been
guess he
able
would
to
have gotten
recover a
rushed by
weapon.
then.
And Sen's pretty standard approach on this map, right, is to, you know,
Yeah.
get the rays onto C, Omen TP across. They sort of draw out that shield wall if they go to C. And on A, they
Nice
do like
start.
to fight for rubble. But running into
Something.
Odins, I think, is going to be a problem for them.
The timing on Ethan's util defensively on this map is
Zekin's
just
got a timer.
always so consistent.
Zekin wins this.
Again, just perfect moment for the haunt, gets 2 pings. I mean, look, Sen were pretty much down and out in this round already,
Result.
but it's a little moment like that, a little util piece like that, that is just the inevitable nail in the coffin.
One stat that I'm seeing a lot from
Really
NRG
good start for
and
NRG.
Ethan especially, he's 12-5 first kill, first death against C9. And on Corrode on defense, he's 5-0. So often taking first contact, even sometimes playing off his own haunts. This guy, obviously, his util usage gets talked up a lot, but mechanically, he's been astounding over the last couple of weeks of playoffs too.
He has been really fantastic. When I think back to that game as well, against Leviathan, where they crushed them, he was a critical factor all around, but his fragging was really on point. Sun have a second crack at a buy round now, and they've worked Zekin up to having that showstopper, the all-important ultimate when you're
Dad
playing
take
attack
fucking
side on Lotus.
Tucker Craft?
And
Yeah, he
get
did.
some value extracted
Fuck
with
you.
it to finally get center round win. That is going to be the question. It's NRG's anchoring duo over towards C, the brick wall of Scuba and Brock.
This is a really standard Sen look, but
Wow,
Zekin
what a
actually passes in
flash.
the direction of Waterfall instead, but there's no backup whatsoever.
And it looked like he was just fully blinded up by the arc rows that Brock had towards the site. Now what can Sen do? Narrate one away from the Nightfall. Maybe he could find a kill somewhere, have that late in the round. There's still a minute to play with. Sheer wall thrown down in main there. Zel's just going to take
There's
his
no
time
edge.
retreating.
There's no info. You notice that John was playing really passive towards that A side. He was practically at Mound himself. So this all has to be re-cleared now at 45 seconds left in the round.
Now Sen gets to have a thrilling time going to the other side of the map where there is also an Odin player. NRG love to hit you with a
Dude,
double
like,
Odin.
Sen using their
Brock is going
ults,
to have
still
it
getting into these bad
constantly,
spots.
and
Like, if they're not able
Psalm
to
will
recover
pick
this
it up
round, they are in
occasionally as well.
tough
Been
spot.
spotted out.
Yeah,
Bang.
damage.
I mean,
Look at
that's
the
insane
damage.
Narrate chunk down. Ethan
Good
loses
lurk
out
from
over towards the
Celsius.
B side of the
Probably
map.
B split here.
Still a chance for a double back there
I
for
got some
Scuba.
spam in
He
there.
can reinforce, and now it's just spam. Sen do not get a fair fight here as they head over towards the B side. There is 12 seconds left to play.
Gets one
Towards
randomly
upper at least to
somewhere.
give them a plan
He has
opportunity. But
result
Celsius
in
needs to
rounds
watch
over.
these corners. There is another Odin player trained on them.
Some still has a paranoia to get back in. Couple smokes as well to cover up some of these angles. Elsis would have to go off here, but he's going to get
They're
fully
going
Nice,
blinded
good
up and just
blind.
deleted.
I'm sorry, but like these blinds have been perfect. First the arc rose over on the C side that stops second in its tracks. And then a fantastic
That is
paranoia that gets
disgusting
them in
from
here to
Mata.
B. And that's only Bang. At
Nice,
13
Brock.
points of
Good
health.
spam.
Not
Let's
looking up
fucking
for
go,
anybody. Brock
NRG.
gets the Odin to work.
Just spraying through the walls, gets that easy final kill. NRG
Give me
do
7
a
or 8 on
great
defense.
job retaking with the man advantage situation there. Mod sending
I'd be
himself
happy with
in to
6 or
break the
7.
crosshair so they can just keep trading down with the number advantage
Yep,
that they had.
GG, wrap
Yeah,
it
their
up,
second
send
skin
his shit,
fully
says
flashed
Delusion
up.
Master.
Can't do a thing.
Is there any specific player on
And then Nightfall
Sen that you think is
sort of
shit? Like
comes in around
specifically
it,
the
but-
guy that's dying on this
And
replay
there he
right
just
there.
missed that timing a little bit off the mark for the dark cover. Him to obscure that view from sight.
Both of Scuba's challenges
Saw
are against
Bane.
mighty
What?
players.
How?
He's being set up incredibly well.
This team is just
In
world class
general,
on
yeah.
defense.
He's just
There's
like
no
he's just
other
like predicting
way
what
to
they're
say
gonna do.
They are up there with the absolute best in the
Do
world.
I take Tyler
I mean, this
Warren,
is really
Nathan
just a talking
Joku, or
point that I feel
Dallas
like the desk
Goddard?
keeps going back to, and it is a reasonable one.
Warren.
We'll see some excellent NRG attack caps yesterday on Lotus to
Dude,
close
I
out
remember
against
Warren
C9.
Joku.
They
relying on
didn't
so
have
many
the
rookies
defense
though.
half
I've taken
that they would have
Travis
wanted,
Hunter,
right?
I'm
But
taking
I've
Joker.
taken Omari
if you're
and
thinking
Hampton, I
about
took
an
Matthew
NRG
Golden
team that
just
can
now.
have
Don't take Goddard,
this
bro.
level of defense and more consistency with the
Yeah.
level of
I mean,
attack that
Goddard's
they
really
had
good.
to
He's just
close
on
out
the
that game
Eagles, so
against
like he's just
C9.
not gonna get
That is
targets.
what feels
That's
like
why
a
I
top
don't like
tier
him.
team across the globe.
Now, bearing in mind,
I
this is
feel
a
like
potentially
Celsius is
long
probably
series.
the weakest
Best
in
of
terms of
5.
straight up gunfights.
Sentinels, though,
True.
had a strong
Is that what
start
Delusion
yesterday
said?
by
Yeah,
against G2
I was
and
trying to
then fell
bait him
away.
into
This
saying that
time
Nary
now,
was shit to
they're
rage
gonna have to
bait.
be
Yeah, I know.
ready for a timeout to find a way to manufacture some upward momentum in this game. Second's been
Both of these
They
teams
take
are
shots.
undefeated on
and
Lotus
again,
this
it's been
stage
set up
too.
to get into these
Yeah.
sites, but the standard, the standard hit towards C hasn't worked out on either
Adam
occasion
Troutman.
here for Sentinels. They need to find an edge somewhere else on the map.
It's so bad though.
This one's good.
On this round, they have
So is Warren.
very powerful ultimates.
Doesn't
that they
matter,
were
though. He's
able to
still-
take
he's
the side
fine.
and then, you know,
He does good
use
every
the
year.
pit in the post plant.
Solid.
And his
Making it
QB
very
thing has been
easy.
bad
Nah,
every year.
Nary cooks, bro,
Rolling
when
on?
he's on his game. Yeah.
Perfect timing on spam.
Yeah.
Down to
There we
20.
go, Delusion.
Feels like he's damn near out of the round already.
Truly an intuition
Gotta rage
Top
bait.
tier analysis.
Brock has.
If we could,
That's a ton
I
of
get
free
Delusion
damage
on
that
the
really
main
can't be
VCT
remediated
broadcast, bro.
here.
Oh, yeah.
All eyes over
Mata
towards the C
solo
side of the map,
anchoring
but
C with the
I tell you what,
Razor here.
Scuba
He's literally
really
just
has
gonna
locked that
pop it
down
if
over
they
the
trip
last
the
few
wall.
rounds, and now it's just Mata who's been
I
left there with a sheer wall and a poison orb to play off. We've got that still guarded and the Nightfall.
Okay, why does
here,
Nary have
Sentinels to work with
RGX
plenty of
vandal?
tools.
See,
Still
that's
get
where
off to a
he's
good
going
start on
wrong,
one of these
man. He
hits.
needs to just keep a gun. Like use Gaia, use Prelude. The guns are good with.
C throwing some utility over back towards Bend. Narrate's now taking
Maybe
some
he-
spam
no,
damage.
wait,
These
he didn't
players
pick it
are
up,
getting
never mind.
dangerously weak before
I was
next
gonna say
even
maybe he
comes.
picked it up,
Salma's
but
been
yeah,
retaining
he's
this
died
forward
every
position
round.
towards Rubble the entire round. More spam, more damage, more delay.
Of course, on narrate. Always on a narrate.
There's got to be a setup here as well. Something that's not just raw contact.
He's in the open.
What?
They come.
Wait, he was?
Good eye.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah,
he
his
was.
body definitely is there. You can see it on the mini map now. But it didn't look like he was when he TP'd.
No, it
off
did.
The table already. They're going to play into the Viper's Pit now with that
I could tell.
Nightfall. Steel Guard and also being committed to that extent.
That's why Scuba's got the shorty though. John getting close.
Not. Oh, I
Scuba
thought that was
infield.
the other way
But
around.
now that's been given away. Zekin needs to try
Nice
and
good
find a
ult
way to
from
get
Mata
that.
to
Oh,
stall.
Zekin, look.
Let's go, Broctagon. My goat.
So what is second looking at?
Sentinels come into the round with Zelsis being down to 23, and now that's how they're going to exit it, apparently. Nothing will be done here. There's a
Jesus.
6-0 trapping thus far.
Multiple ultimates exchanged for just
Have
the
to take a
one
running
of
back here,
NRG.
but
A
I
great
don't want.
trade deal, really, for Scuba. Just gets the
Actually, I
Viper's
could
Pit
take another
in
receiver.
exchange for the Steel Garden and the Nightfall being used. This is why he's got the shorty. I'm assuming everyone on NRG has a shorty in the kit.
Lave, Jerry
This
G.
Dude,
is
what are they
brutal.
doing?
Oh, God,
Don't
man.
know,
He's
man.
already 1 HP. I spammed him.
Oh, I spammed all 5. I'm not even kidding. Yeah, get.
It's criminal how much damage they're doing early round with these Odins. Actually criminal.
And they don't know it until they actually take contact like that and realize, wait a minute, we've actually already won the round without knowing it.
That's why they're getting long-range shorty kills.
Of course. They dominate the whole turn and then
Sentinels-
choke at the end, of course.
I don't think they've
I
had
mean,
to play up against this on
yeah.
their 5-0 Lotus.
I don't think they
running
played
stage two.
that
This
badly
is a
against
little
G2,
new
but
for
this
them.
is pretty
The
bad
problem
so
for them
far.
against G2 is it just took them too long
Nice
to come
shot,
up with the
Zekin.
answer.
Maybe that's the kill that can, well, I was going to say, get them back in the game, get them in a round. Maybe they
NRG
can win something
equalize.
out here, and hey, maybe they still can. It is a 4-on-4. They have recovered
the
the rifle.
Viper's
They are
Pit.
finally getting the spike down.
I don't know if John's going
which
to get
has
there in time to want to
hardly
rip it,
ever
though.
been the case. They've been getting
He's
denied
gonna rip
before
it.
even getting into the sites.
Okay, Viper's Pit here is a good look. Of course, a lot of
They
spam
have to
potential
win
though
this
towards
round,
that
but
side
Brock
side
has
with
the
Odin in
fucking
play.
steel garden, so it
But
doesn't
a nice
matter.
boombot used to actually make it impossible for Brock to spray as
That's
the
good
spike
shit,
was being
bro.
planted earlier.
Sen do have some further delay. They have one molly for
Rip-
John,
rip
still
the
a
ult
nade
now,
for second,
bro.
a seize for Nerit that goes out and does catch on to Mata.
Still guarded here for Brock. He's going to let it go straight away. No targets really in his vicinity here. And NRG are going to have to commit a little bit more to have a defuse opportunity
haunt
here.
from
In
Narrate.
goes Mata out straight away as Narrate cleans him up with a classic.
No time.
Brock only
Nice,
find
good
a little
run
bit
from
there,
Sen.
and NRG
Good shit.
staved off the site. The Viper's Pit, too much to overcome. Consolation there for Ethan as Sen finally get another on the board.
But John's able to get out with one weapon. They got that Odin carried over. Viper's Pit paying massive dividends for Sen. Finally breathe
So
a little
my
bit of a
running
sigh
back
of relief that
three
they're on
is-
the board.
I
Costly
don't
round for
want to
them,
take
though,
any
Wyatt.
of these players.
They go
It's like
into it with
J.K.
absolutely
Dobbins.
nothing. Mata felt like he needed to
Javante
make so much
Williams.
space. They didn't really have the tools energy to
take
get into
Quinshon
that pit
Judkins, I guess.
effectively.
He might
So
be
he ends up
good.
just throwing his life
he get
away. Everyone else
suspended, by the way?
pushes in. They're getting
Judkins?
decayed down, low HP. It's a tough situation. Mata's actually gone over to the op, by the way.
Oh, okay. Nice
okay,
spam
well
from
done,
Narrate,
medicine.
or counter
Narrate
spam.
got the Odin in his hands, and it
Good
works
shot
both
from Mata.
ways.
Well, how
Finally able
far
to
are we
use the
pushing
op
up with the
now.
op there? That is madness from Mata.
They're going face sniping. That was quick shooting. More Odin spam for you.
Also, to be
It's got
fair,
Brock trying to
I
get
think
Sen as they cross.
you'd expect
That's
this
a lot
to
of
be the
damage,
worst
man.
half.
Scuba's trying to
for Sen.
rotate really fast
Mainly
over
because
towards
it's the
A
better
as well.
half
You
for
can see he's
NRG.
already positioned in heaven. Ethan is going to be behind him. They're ready to stop Sen from planting.
Yeah, they're ahead of this. I don't know
Nice
if Sen realizes
scuba.
how
Nice
fast
scuba.
they are, and Scuba cleans them up. What a transfer. And Zelsis is up close on the side with nothing but an op to work with. He'll get double swung.
Nice,
And
Ethan.
Ethan will clean him up.
Now, you'd like to win out.
7-1,
for Sen.
just as Sen come up for air, just as they start to get some weapons over to their side, and
Obviously,
Odin for
but
Narrate opens the round.
I think
It's all
4
been stripped away again.
is
This team
reasonable.
is genuinely just astoundingly good on defense. Their timings are always perfect. Their anchoring together is just beautiful. Like Ethan rotating back to get with Scuba. They flood out right when the spike is being tapped.
Really good opening
They
kill
lose a
from
player
Narrate.
immediately, and it just does not matter. And Mata goes for a crazy aggressive play. Wouldn't advise that.
Look at
Goes
this.
1 for 1. I mean, even if Scuba doesn't get this second snap kill, I think Ethan's like basically
behind him.
guaranteed to get it. Yeah, he's right behind him.
I'm whipping the shorty shots, bro.
Insane. They're so decisive. And it's not just that they're decisive, it's that they're making the right decisions too on defense as to when they need to be anchoring hard, when they need to just stall with utility.
One of the things that Zelsis was saying about NRG is that he felt that they played a little too by the book, too standard, like a mini G2, but I don't know. Something about these last couple rounds feels like is an intangible that only NRG really bring into their games.
Yeah, I don't think G2 buy quite as many Odins either.
Oh, no, there is that. Yeah,
There's
that's
also-
more of an outward thing, but yeah. Yeah, but Sen really being just locked out of the map entirely. Just trying to get in on the extremities is costing them players
I'm gonna
or large
take
amounts of
out
health in
this.
general. And that double Odin play is still in place.
Oh
Mata's
boy,
also
I did
got
not
that
look at his
operator
bye
still
week.
in his
I just
possession.
drafted him. Oh, holy shit, that was
And sent him
terrible.
nothing. I mean, I don't know what this buy is supposed to
I mean, I
resemble.
have to take running backs
Well,
anyway.
it's going to be hero rifle for Zekin, who is kind of inching fairly close to getting his second showstopper of the half. First one,
Or Judkins. Actually,
not
Judkins
getting
might
any
be the best
value
bet
on
there.
account of the defensive
You're
utility,
doing
just stopping
weird
it. Oh
type,
my
right?
god, Mata up top, switches up the
Shit.
positioning.
Perfectly plays above that Viper wall from
Can you ask
Sentinels.
9?
I think Mata is the most lethal offer
I'm
we
gonna ask
have right now in America, especially in terms of just consistently hitting the harder
It's
to
the
hit
flick
shots.
shots for me.
Yeah, he will hit anything that enters anywhere in the periphery of his monitor. He
anything
is
that-
going to hit you with a flick shot.
Anything the light touches is our Kingdom Simba vibes.
Oh, Chris said that.
He is
Wait, Chris can't play
insane
tonight,
right now with that weapon.
Tucked in the corner is Scuba, and Zelsis, frankly, is hoping to tease out some Sentinel utility on that site, but he has to wager his health in order to do it. That's a nice opening here for Bang.
Good kill from Bang.
That singular
Equalizes
hero
the
rifle
numbers.
dropped from Zekin's
And
hands
reset
now over to
towards
Bang.
C.
Has
Try to
given
trip
him
this
away
Vice
in,
wall out.
or at least started to draw Ethan. Keep him at this A side of the map, but maybe allow for something at C.
Oh my god. That is a
Or you
little
just go to-
dangerous for
you just
Narrate.
go to 1, yeah.
Sen have been having some troubles dealing with getting those shear walls out earlier in rounds. Teleport into the information on Brock, and well, that Haunt is definitely going to give the information.
How does he
He's
do
been,
that shit
guys,
with the
for
Odin?
sure.
Where he like jiggles,
Narrate's
free fires a
taking
little bit, and
spray
doesn't
damage,
get
by the way,
punished.
down to 55. 20 seconds left in the game. That Razor Vine means that Sen cannot accelerate into this B side of the map, and that smoke's going to expire.
Now just down to 15 seconds. Ethan still has a Seize that can be thrown here as well when they're going in through main.
Nice,
And
Ethan.
what a shot.
Comfortable spray transfer. John is hit by that paranoia. He can't explode through the wall
Scuba.
either, so he waits for the
Okay,
fight
there's
to
no
come
time,
to him.
no time. He was
But
trying
that's
to
it.
get guns
That's
out.
all she wrote. 2 rifles out of the round is all Sentinels can hope for, but they fall further and further behind this NRG, who are immovable.
I demand what I'm owed.
I feel like we might get a hot mic about that last one. We'll see. I would not advise that play. Wasn't necessary. Some more value from some of this Ethan util. Second having to adjust the crosshair.
Wow,
Not
he's
expecting
shooting a
Mata to
horde
be
at
up
the
top.
time.
Yeah, and Mata just shifting into.
I mean, if Scoo's going for knife kills, I'm down.
Oh, we did, and we got it, and we got the hot mic that I was looking for.
How did we get here already?
And yep, there's your Odin damage, bang down to 46 HP.
Jesus Christ, do they know what the Odin
Misery
does?
for Sen, man.
But this
Like,
was
just
a
stop
fixture of
walking
Lotus
into
play
it every
last year.
round.
You got to keep your mental intact
Yes.
when you're going
I
up
swear
against
Bang
this
has been
because
getting
it is
fried by this Odin every
unbelievably
time.
frustrating to just be taking
goes
this
anywhere
damage
near
every single round before you can even see an enemy, before you get to play Valorant.
It's going to require some adjustments to these first 10 to 20 seconds of the round from Sentinels. So that showstopper you mentioned, Zekken's been able to build it up. The opportunity to get close enough to use it, that's more of a question. Nobody in tree, so no Odin spam from that part of the map at the very least. And Zelsis has been inserted towards that seaside. Man, it just feels like a grind for Sen to get any kind of map control.
Trying to pivot
Did we
back now
wait for
towards this
Jordan?
A side. Ethan had been throwing his prowlers towards B main, and the paranoia is sent out to give Ethan an opportunity to get out of door, get behind this wall, switch up the positioning. This is very aggro from him, but I like it. The only issue is
don't like that
really have
Psalm
someone
is
to play
playing
off
this
of
far
him yet.
back,
You can see
though,
Psalm is
not
trying to
like
get over
playing
to
with
assist.
For now, he will remain in
Psalm's
this little
still
pocket
paranoid.
dimension, but that wall's going
He
to
should
come
be
down,
getting
and
out.
John QT's back is
Gets
going to be
out to
turned.
Nice.
It's an easy pick for Ethan now as the
Good from
rifle comes
Ethan.
onto the A side.
Kind of
Very
just
deep
skipping
past
some
Sentinels
steps
already.
here for
As
Sen.
that's happening,
Where, like,
Ethan gets his one, Psalm just
I
gets
don't
out
mind
of there, and he's
exactly
ready to group up with the
their
rest of the
ideas in
team
these
to now
rounds
just
a lot of
play
time,
for a
but, like,
5-on-4
it's just the
retake, a good
execution of them
decision
is really bad.
from that NRG Omen, and now it's just waiting for everybody to group up.
How do they get in though with an operator and 2 Odins? See, it feels a little bit awkward.
Nice,
Oh, he
Mata.
did spot it. That is dirty. That is
try to,
absolutely
Kevin?
filth.
Yeah, I guess just by isolating 1v1 kills, that would be the way. Narrate's on sight and just takes all that damage through the box.
They're getting boxed in,
Nice
surrounded.
block. Good
Oh,
shit.
Yeah. Duel on Bang now.
I was gonna say good shit,
Nothing
Sen.
to work with. It doesn't see his assailants as he
NRG doing
drops.
this.
Frankly, folks, this has been a walkover thus far. And an anemic attack side for Sentinels gives way under NRG's defense retakes.
Oh my god, just the remaining 2 players, Bang at 40 HP, who got spammed 1 second into the round. Narrate spammed through the box. This was an awesome little micro play in the mid-round, though, from NRG, working Ethan into that position. Touch shot,
shoulder peek, man.
playing off of their Viper wall, going up and down.
What was happening
You
to
should have just seen what I
Narrate?
did to Narrate, bro. This guy's pissed, bro.
I wouldn't say he's thrilled. I don't know, man.
Gotta get value out of this
Ethan
race
shoulder
up
peek
here.
to unravel Zelsis. That little rubble spot for me was the killer. Off in the hands of Mata this time over towards the C side of the map. Prowled off the angle. And we'll give the side over to Scuba, who's been
Went off the
pretty
Visalt
difficult to dig out
Zelsis.
himself.
So after being instantly revealed in terms of the op positioning, Mata is ready to adjust straight away.
11 assists for Psalm. I feel like most of that is
Duo
damage
has been
assists.
rock solid over towards this A side. Feels like no matter where Sen go,
He's
they are
playing-
running into a wall.
He's playing Power Wash Simulator in tree.
Here's the thing. Op adjusted early. Oh my god, that is so dangerous. Mata
Stop
can't
giving this
pick
guy
that
the
shot.
operator. He's
Quite a
so
crazy-
good with
a
the
crazy
rifles.
reaction.
Crazy
Yo,
indeed.
second-
Oh, he misses the showstopper though.
I think Zekken
Follow up
did
the
more
paint shell's
damage
gonna
to
give
himself
Mata
with that
all the room
ult
he
than
needs
he
to
did
get
to
back up
Mata.
to heaven. Narrate though punches him. He's not quite in position.
Now, here's the thing. They're pivoting right back into Scuba, who has a utility to play off of on account of Brock. Trying to retain this position in Ben, teleport in from Bang.
There's a sheer wall though,
Try
still
to
it might
go
buy a little
through,
bit of
like,
time, but the TP
hello,
cost is
guys.
there for Bang, and
It was
now it's
terribly
only
played by
Brock
Scuba.
who doesn't want to overcommit to this for now. His teammates are so far away.
30 seconds left.
So some spam, maybe try and punish, but he's going to get double swung in a moment here. Still got a deep on the looks of things. Bang is healthy enough.
Nice job.
And now one by one,
I mean, NRG
Loading's
played
being
that
stripped from
round
the hands
really
of NRG.
poorly.
Finally just able to make a late round pivot to a lightly held site. They were still in some danger, with Scuba having some of that util from Brock to play off of, but just wasn't aware that Bang had teleported close and crouched tucked.
Last round is
Catches him out when he's trying to stuff them at the choke. It's not over just yet for Sen. Three
Oh wait,
rounds in a
no, it's
pistol.
not. Oh wait.
They could be back in the game.
Oh man, that's 0 from 2 on Showstoppers for second. But again, these early round protocols are looking a little better from Sentinels, right? Look at how they played against the op on that C side of the map.
Oh,
Send a Prowler, smoke it off. Boombot thrown in after it to deny that from Mata.
Haven't seen that in a while from NRG. Mata who's pushed up so far off the back and teleport across from Bang into the dark cover. And he just
What?
doesn't
Wait, what?
expect
How
it.
is Mata there?
It's a 1-for-1, but Ethan's going to spray down
Nice.
through
Good
that
bubble fight
Viper's
from
wall.
NRG.
And a second picked up. Sentinels had a lot of hope in this round to at least make it 9-3, but already cut down to 2. They're going to have to head to the C side of the map, and that sharpshooting for Zelsis to open up the account, give them a way in.
That was a pretty sick reaction shot from Zelsis. That had to be real fast.
Well, if you're going to double your frags, you might as well do it in style.
Yeah, that was a pretty big impact kill. Hopefully he can find 3 more in this round. Desperately needed. Nightfall's going to come in and connect onto John. He's going to let that pit down.
TP spotted out over towards the top of the site. Zelsis has been him this round, but another spray down kill for Ethan.
Hey, John 1v2,
Clearly
he
doesn't have
has
the
to
opponents
win
bring
this.
them down. And John inside the pit will get run up on by both of these players, and Brock is able to respond.
Well played from NRG. Surprised they didn't whip the Visal.
First
Did he
half
have it
on
already?
Lotus. That's a grim sign for Sentinels fans.
Just overwhelmed by the numbers. NRG's defense is just stellar. What more can you say? Even just on the final round, they add a different layer, a different way to play an aggressive rubble look. Having Mata with the rifle push all the way down to that corner. Ethan getting all the way back rubble. Individually, he is hitting some snappy shots right now. The amount of little 2K adjustment on the second shot kills we've seen from Ethan, they've been sick.
Tell you what, a very difficult start here for Sentinels. You can see that frustration on Kaplan's face. He wasn't happy after their match yesterday. Bonkar, though, very pleased with himself. Haikyuu fans will recognize this as a dumpster battle between Karasuna and Nekoma, and it's the little giant from NRG, Ethan, at 16-5. We'll be back with more Lotus after this.
I know what you're thinking. Total glow up. What's her secret? Fine, I'll spill. I totally upgraded with Verizon. Everyone gets a free phone with any plan, even if you're already a customer.
On a great start to the game
like
from
me.
Sen.
Now I have Google
Hopefully
Gemini.
NRG
It's like
keeps
a
this
little
up,
glam squad in my pocket.
and we get a
Gemini,
fast game,
what
so I
eye
can go
makeup
play
goes
from
with
here.
this lipstick?
And I don't have to
I'd
miss
suggest
any of
a
this.
classic cat eye.
Wow, setting the bar high for daycare pickup. Get in on this.
Look what we found.
Wait, I should mute this. I forget. I always forget. Maybe I take another running back here. If Javonte Williams gets to me. If not, I'm not even gonna bother. Well, tonight's Cincinnati starting 11. Brenner. Yes. Holy. Back
The
in the game
Odin's
now.
got online that there was at least one Sen player who is made to feel irrelevant because they were at such low HP, basically out of the gate.
Careful here.
NRG
I mean,
were just making all of
this
the
is
right
the half
decisions
that I
in
think Sen
terms
would
of
be
the late
better on,
rounds, and
but
now
I
it's
don't
just
know
on them to
how much
close
better.
things out on this attack half. They only need 3 rounds to take Lotus. The home map of both teams, but Sen the one opting to pick it first.
Yep. And yesterday it was a good start into a collapse. Today it's a slow start into God knows what. Sen don't know if they're coming or going, frankly. Marta, though, already got himself up on this site. There's been an exchange, an encounter, and Ethan and Bang get traded out.
John not really able to keep any of that backside space, so it's going to have to be a full retake. But that being said, NRG, they can't really control anything too forward, right? So Zekin has an opportunity to flush some of these players out with the nade when he gets here. Narrate still has a full kit. There are good tools for
Very
Sen
doable.
to make this happen.
Percent. Ooh, that's an interesting season. I'm
Horn
using
here,
that.
cleared. Marta tucked on boxes, biding his
Yo,
time.
guys,
That
shoot
horn
the
now might be a
dart.
problem, has to be dealt with. Zekin healthy enough to push around a corner. On the other hand, Som quite low from much
Nice
of the shrapnel
Celsius.
he's been taking from these paint
Nice
shells.
second.
Punching out Z's, the Sentinels, Zelsis and Zekin getting involved. And isolated out
Nice.
towards Mount.
Good
Scuba with
retake from
nothing to
Sen.
do.
Like how they
Sen
played that.
maintain their perfect 50% pistol win rate per map here.
Really comes down to having that util on retainer. Narrate just still with that one prowler, sees Haunt. Zekin has the nade as well. Couple up some of those util pieces, sync them up back site where they knew all of NRG were. They didn't push into waterfall. They couldn't take Hall's control.
Nice, boys.
And on a pistol round, having just enough utility like that of significance can mean so much. And that's exactly what happens right there. Here comes the patented Sen Stinger buy with the rare Bulldog from Bang.
Ooh, they're
Because Bang is probably wanting to play the longer
yeah,
line
they're down 10.
on the A side of the map.
You gotta fucking buy
Probably see
this
Narrate
shit.
fold in the direction of B, or even across to C, should it be required. So those Stingers will be getting their value. Looks like we're just going to run
I
it down.
really want to do this
Walking
Stinger
up
buy.
through smoke. Zelsis is about to be sorely tested. She will, of course, going to be active, but everyone gets straight through. Zelsis, though, sharp as you like. See, satchel up on the side by Marta, and John Elise is going to be able to recover. Big damage, though. Scuba gets in
Good
there.
shit.
And there you have it, NRG just, well, they're here for a good time, not a long time.
Pretty clean, but also Sen love buying the Stingers because, hey, if you lose a couple players, honestly, it doesn't really matter. You basically
Right.
invested little to nothing
This
into the
is
round
basically
anyhow.
the game
Makes for a
here.
weird bonus, though, if you're already
Sen
behind
are
by a
not
significant
able to
amount.
win
There's
this
probably going to be a
round,
couple of
this map
Stingers
is it.
still in the arsenal for Sentinels now against the full buy of NRG.
Enemy remaining.
Important, though, brick by brick. Heard him say it yesterday. Now that Axiom didn't quite get them far enough to make it into the grand finals, but still just as relevant here.
Som already with the Odin on attack. Sen played it very proactively there early towards the mound side. Don't see anything, so they can assume that NRG are really stacked up towards that A side. They're rotating quite quickly right now with Zekin getting to stairs. Bang gonna have his work cut out for him backside. Paranoia offering some delay, offering time for the rotators to get here.
Yeah, allowed Narrate to get there, but it's a great Paranoia coming out of tree to shut down that close stinger player. Som in a
Good
lengthy
shots
trade.
from Som as
But
well.
Zekin and Bang get felled. John here in trees,
And
very little to
that's
see now, of course, with
Not
since
a
retake
great
ball being
anchor on
active.
the site there.
And now
Narrate
that
did a good
rubble
job
control
getting
here
one,
for
but
NRG in the
just the other
post-buy
two
means that
players
Sen
didn't really do too
have
much.
nothing to do. I think it's just a
Sen's
straight
gonna
save.
Yeah, it is time to save. They had a couple investments. Specifically, it's Zelsis who
don't
died
like
on that
that.
prior round with the Stinger, now going for the full rifle, only having 200 credits. He's got to save. NRG feels like they just get a round win on account of the Sen buy being
Like, I
pretty
get
weak.
that it's
Even though they
NRG,
got to that site, they had some good
but
delay utility coming
Jesus,
through.
man.
Specifically into tree, that Paranoia was effective from Bang. You can see the second was there on time, but ultimately they don't have the arsenal to deal with that.
The counter Paranoia and Narrate was very good. Also a paint shell that forced Bang from actually being able to swing off. Narrate there, actually disjointing both the A-anchored players with Stingers, making it hard to get value out of those. So NRG just trot to 11 rounds. Sentinels maintain those 2 rifles, but it's not going to get any easier, folks.
Yeah. How does he get both
Kills there
there
from
like
Som.
that?
Will
Why does he kill
spray
second
onto the
first?
second, and yeah, a little unlucky to be at the range with some of those guns.
He's running in, he's trying to, he would do anything for that kill.
So bro's got some stats to bat. Like last time NRG were in a stage final, he was in that game. The only player from this current roster. That was against Lau, but they got 3-0'd back in 2023.
Dangerous there for Brock. Goes down to 65 HP, so I'm going to teleport across towards Rubble. Your standard opening attacker. Util to get that space. Sen very active again on the minimap, prodding towards B. And then it's
so
Chris
said that he can play. I texted him.
Who's just holding down Tree.
He said he can play.
I mean, losing out the spam
I'm assuming
the
Advocate
battle, things are getting a little messy.
The traces are a little bit dangerous here for Narrate. He knows it. Regen shield, so he's expecting to respond. Take some incidental damage as he goes anyway. Here's that Prowler in towards the B side of the map, and Marta's going to follow it up. Nothing to see, though.
NRG are really trying to divide the attention of Sentinels by getting active back in B main, knowing it had been re-cleared by the defenders earlier. But Sen content still to push this A site. Narrate can't get anything.
I mean, I'm
leaning
back a lot.
Sen are trying to get in there to back up bank, and they do it in time.
Yes, from Alpha there's going to be a
let me watch this round first, and then I'll answer.
Smoke is there, so for now, yep, we're going to be isolated on the site. Zek can have the drop down and fight, and Bang is
Set
still
here,
standing, though.
back into the baby door.
This is enough for NRG. Now they're going to make the pivot.
Not aware of Celsius. Celsius is able to get out. How the fuck did that work?
Caught inside the season. Brock comes out with the corner spray. Now we'll see NRG into a post climb with 3 up. Bang healthy, but
nice, good high-low.
He's going alone. There's no backup at all. Straight into the jaws of a trap that NRG had laid in wait.
Oh, just shoot him, Scuba.
Now John jumping up, but he's caught between so many different players. Scuba just biting his in. Brock just spamming away. Oh my god, man.
Which cardinal point would you like to be shot by? Brock steps up.
Brock gets him off.
And that at least confirms that John wasn't on the spike.
Ethan's gonna play next. Nice, good work from Sen. But yeah, I texted Chris. Chris said that he can play. I'm assuming Adva can play since he's here and has been here. And said that he could. And then it just depends whether Max or 9 reply. And we'll be able to play that. And Adva will just fill for whoever isn't able to between the two.
Listen, you're going up against NRG. You don't want to be on Lotus, you don't want to be on Ascent, and you don't want to be on Corrode.
9 said he'd keep me posted, but has not kept me posted.
He's gonna make them cry. Oh yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's ridiculous.
Tom loves Honest Valorant too, I guess. All right, Rubble fight. Sen fancy it. Gonna move up and take that space, but NRG are completely elsewhere. They are loaded here into Mound. And Celsius knows he needs to play ahead of this. He can't give up the site while he's holding on to Wajutsu. In we go. Marta instantly will topple.
How is Adva gonna play? Do we have his... Yeah, his account's on the team.
John got there really quick to
he specifically requested for it to be on the team when I made it. And I'm like, okay, I guess. And if he's gonna come home every now and then, that's just not part of it.
Both teams have steel gardens to play, so no primaries for either side. Good old-fashioned Honest Valorant, just like you asked for, Wyatt.
Interesting.
It's John inside halls with the classics.
They're all gonna fight each other while they're both.
But Brock shortly claims him.
I need to warm up soon. Yeah.
Oh, come on!
I would also like to know.
I can't. What are we watching, man? What game is this?
I mean, that is Valorant's version of a fadeaway, isn't it?
Just let me know if Max responds.
Valorant child's game, man. This is what they mean.
Give me dark corridors.
Where are the dark corridors? Oh my god. Well, they've gotten this A site for free. NRG. It's going to come down to a full 3-on-3 retake. No ults to speak of.
Okay. Should Sen manage to stay alive here, I have to be dealing with a showstopper in the next, so that's something to bear in mind. But so far, a pretty pitiful 4 rounds. That's all they've been able to scrape together. And they're hardly to be considered advantaged in this retake. Zekin drops in the pit. The Haunt won't see a darn thing. Ethan sat here over towards the stair side.
Scuba definitely gets one here.
Because of course he will seize the shoulder of Zekin and pounds it
nice,
down.
good work from NRG. Good post plant. Not great retake from Sen.
Pretty absent. Now needs to step into the
just doesn't have time for this. Nice. Good map from NRG.
It's shorty. Well, not exactly the auspicious way. I think that Sentinels were hoping to start the series off, but
my sister.
I get to write the story sometimes.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's also just how it goes
Alrighty.
when
See you
start against
then.
NRG on defense.
Regardless, I'll probably play after this is over.
On Lotus, Brock ends that game 19-6. Ethan 18-8. Scuba with 14 kills. The Scuba Brock duo anchoring together on this map. genuinely incredible. They are a brick wall. You cannot get past those two guys. And the way that Ethan is able to get so much valuable information and find so much mid-round impact with this util is genuinely fantastic. His fade on this map really is world-class to me. They feel unbeatable here. As a matter of fact, they haven't been beat. They're the only undefeated team in Stage 2 on Lotus. They both were coming into this, and Sen can no longer say that.
It is rough. That is 4 rounds won by Sen, and they won the pistol in the second half. That should tell you everything you need to know about how dire it has been. A chance maybe to take a breather, to come back refreshed and renewed. We're stepping away, but up next, Golden Boy and Alice Des are going to break down that shisha of a map 1.
All right. Let me swap to this, where my team is doing okay. Did he get taken? God damn it, I knew he would do that. I should have fucking paid attention. Still gonna take a Dexter though. Sexy Dexy. What's the next map in this series? Let me check on here. We got Icebox, which I don't know who I actually favor here. I think slightly Sen favored, but it's not like huge. And if Sen's gonna be playing like this, I definitely favor NRG. So Q, Dexter, Lawrence. Let's go look at some of these other. So like team defenses that are available. Denver, damn it. I always want the Denver defense. Minnesota's defense is still available. Green Bay, I would also like, so, oh. Okay, of course my dad took Green Bay's. Fuck. But the Rams and the Vikings are two that I want. Okay. LA Rams 8th, Chargers 12th. So I could take team defenses here. I also need a defensive lineman. So yeah, I'll take Dexter here. And then we'll take team defenses. And then Jalen Coker probably. Or actually, we could take Jalen Coker now. Right? Yeah, because I wanna name my team the Cokeheads potentially. Cause like I feel okay about this team. As long as the rookies do well, I actually feel decent about them. Let me cue him. Let me cue Rams. Shit, who just took the Vikings defense? Bro. I'll take San Fran as well, though. That'd be a decent one. Seattle could be interesting with, what's his name? I think the Giants would be a good backup defense. If I want to go with that. Because they're criminally underrated here. Like, why are they rated below the Jets? I guess the Jets have better... No, they don't, really. By week, so I can't take San Fran and the Giants. So maybe I'll take the Rams. But I think we'll take Jalen Coker first, and then we'll figure it out from there. Because I could also use a backup defensive back. Kamar, Hunter, Pickens, Hampton, Kamar. LB, DB, D line, LB, LB. So Mar, Hampton. I'm gonna take the Rams, and then Coker, and then my kicker, and then the Giants defense. Wait, I don't have enough slots for this. Okay. Well, that's not great. I can take my kicker in free agency then. That's fine. I'll take Coker here. I can just do this in a second. Okay, so they're back on the desk. We'll unmute this.
Ready for Sentinels, but they don't overpeak any angles. They're just waiting.
Oh yeah, I should probably open the YouTube chat as well.
Eventually they do, and Ethan punishes.
Yeah, Ethan also had an
Anybody
incredible
there?
game in map 1. That was their bonus round win that got the ball rolling. The next rifle round came up on round 5, and it was a similar theme. Great counter flash there to get the kill onto the entering Raze, and then it pivoted over towards the A site, and this is where you started to see a lot of the spam come into play with the Odin through the smokes. NRG is so primed to abuse that, and then just fighting together perfectly on the retakes.
Yeah, it just felt like Ethan Ender was like in top form in that match, and that makes me very excited because it feels kind of similar to what happened when he won a world championship. So it's good to see Ethan playing this way again, because it's,
I'll just
you
have
know, I mean, we always know that he could deliver like this, but the way he's playing, the calling, and plus everything that's happening with NRG is just, they shut them down, man.
And I think you've been seeing a lot of these types of performances through playoffs. I think Ethan has had multiple huge maps for the team, and when this guy is frying, it's hard to take down NRG.
And this is an Ethan as well, when it got announced that he was going to take over the mantle, leading this team again, that I think had pretty low stocks, all things considered, after the last experiment with him leading didn't go too well. But his calling, especially on defense, has been
Jalen
impeccable.
Coker,
He
and
does
then
such a
I'm
great
done.
job of getting one piece of info off some of his initiator utility, calling the right rotates, and fighting so well together on that defensive side. It's been a massive turnaround for Ethan to find his EG form again.
Why does it say that I'm
But you want
offline
to know
on
what
Twitch?
also helps out in those moments, Mimi?
What is it?
As many bullets as you could possibly have in your gun. That's what helps. And the Odin is just that. And look at this. I mean, first things first, I just got to talk about the fact that Brock runs around with this Odin like it's a stinger. And that's a problem. Because this guy is just getting so much value from that weapon.
Yeah, I mean, this guy's a monster. He's like top fragging, he's Odin only, just one-tricking the gun effectively. But the craziness doesn't just end with Brock's Odin, because NRG are buying double Odin every round they can.
The absolute villains.
What other team is buying double Odin on this map? I feel like I was fighting the good fight for so long to watch any NA team buy Odin on this map after Fnatic proved how good it was for years. But now here we are. They're abusing it to the fullest extent and getting so much value. They're getting infinite chip damage. It helps on the retake.
Lord Craig back in chat. I think we need to start thinking about whether John QD is really SEN
Is worth what?
It's really a SEN caliber IGL.
From an early pick and still stall out when they're actually execing into a site, or there's immediately some kind of Odin spam to trade out and equalize the round down to 4-4.
All right.
And I want to credit
I have finished my fantasy draft that though.
Okay, tell me where you go.
Okay, hold on. Let me set my starting lineup first.
Also, we play tomorrow, or not tomorrow, next week.
Yeah, I set my lineup there as well. Okay, so at quarterback, I have Lamar, and I have Jordan Love as my backup.
I just don't know what
Okay, that's good.
Receiver, George Pickens, Matthew Golden, Zay Flowers, Chris Olave. Well, let me put Zay Flowers as receiver one. Chris Olave. I have Jalen Coker in my IR slot. And then Travis Hunter technically, but he's playing DB for me. Then at running back, I have Omarion Hampton, Alvin Kamara, Quinshawn Judkins, J.K. Dobbins, and Ramondre Stevenson. Tight end, David Njoku and Jake Ferguson. Kicker, I misjudged how many picks I had, so I took Jalen Coker with my last pick instead of taking a kicker, and then I moved Coker to my IR slot, and then I'm picking up Jake Elliott to be my kicker. And then I have
It was
the
available,
Rams.
which is like a 2-man league.
I don't know how. This is, I think it's a 12. I don't know how he's not like rated higher, but whatever. I have the Rams as my team defense. Should probably have gotten a backup one, but that's fine. And then for my defense, I have Xavier McKinney, Travis Hunter, Dexter Lawrence, Edrin Cooper, and Ernest Jones.
So you representing?
Hell yeah. I do really like the defensive players aspect of this league.
Oh my god! He's short. Who is that? Who's number 11?
They're in a slump, one way or another, and they've got to correct that now, or kind of never.
No, Florida State.
The fuck would I
This guy's
know?
been. This guy just been the play of his life.
Twice, 2 wins against Lead, and the most recent was an absolute smashing of them. 13-2.
Trayvon Diggs?
Got no switches in either comp, not too surprised.
I may have forgot to press post on my tweet. Am I going
I see that. I just got it.
It was a 13-0 against Furia back
Just
in
got it.
week 2, and then most
Okay,
recently,
wait.
they went up against C9, who
My league
reviewed their ISO
or
raise comp
our league
that
on
was
fantasy?
very effective against them.
Who am I
But
gonna?
that leaves me with a lot of question marks. as
I
to
think
where
I'm.
you
I think
are
I'm all
with
good here.
Icebox in their pool.
I made a few changes.
And we're going to see a very,
I think I have, am I
two
starting
different
Golden
styles
now?
come out here, right? Sentinels have been bringing this.
Oh yeah, didn't I trade you Golden?
Whereas NRG have preferred
No. You
I did.
did Tet, so then I
setup, right?
Oh.
They have a Viper, but they love
Okay.
on
so we could
defense.
both get
Look out
them
for it.
instead
Pushing
of
up
you
on
Oh,
the
yeah,
extremity.
yeah.
instead of
Keep
you
it, he's
picking
playing a
Golden
little
and then
bit
And
I
then
of
trading.
get Tet
as a team that we've known
later.
normally to be pretty.
Or-
Group up.
There we go.
Dude,
Love
I
to
sold.
play
I
very
have the Joe
aggressively.
Burrow Jamar Chase combo.
That was something that
Jesus Christ.
was basically impossible for Lev to deal with when we saw NRG play it against them earlier.
I feel so
in the
much better about
playoffs.
both my
Just
ESPN
going to be
teams now because I have
even
James
close
Cook
up this
on
B
both of
site,
them,
though,
and
for
now
the
he got
rest of the team.
extended.
Look at how fast they are to rotate to
Uh-huh.
him. They have 4
I have
players
Hubbard,
to contend
Irving.
with this foray from Sen if they commit to an
That's
execute.
your running
It is
back
hard
combo.
walls, plenty to play from for NRG. They've got their players.
I
they've
mean,
got
to be fair, I have
previous
Hampton
now
and
in position
Kamara
for a high-low
in
setup with Crow's
my
Nest.
main league.
Second
So.
swings wide. I'm
Yeah.
sorry. I don't know how he was spotted there, but he's down to 7 already.
Do I start a running back as my flex, or do I kill a wide receiver?
Oh, no, actually, it was all, it was all
Depends the
wrong.
players.
I was worried for a second.
I have George Pickens right now on my flex.
All
And
good,
who's
but
the other
Little
option?
uncanny that.
Well, even still, NRG, look at the map. It's
Well,
just
I would push it for a running
honest
back. So
ice
probably
box
Austin
as well.
Eckler
They
or
had no reason to
Etienne.
leave. Mata is
Okay,
currently
Etienne.
watching
Think about the
Ross.
players that
There's
you're
also
naming.
time to set up behind this double control util. There's so
Yeah,
much
right.
stalk here. We're down to 45 seconds.
Also,
And
potentially
he
look at
might be,
matchups. That'd be
safe
the
to
other
a
thing.
part, rather. Tom here spraying, speculating from
Yeah.
that Crow's Nest position, and Brock finally gets his.
Yeah, he was holding on to a late recon. John wants to get aggro, shut down by Ethan. Second
good
on the
retake so
break
far
back
from
to
NRG
yellow.
here.
Sen relegated to some passive positions, but they're going to have to get active. That
Nice.
wall is still up, and the spike is defused.
Okay,
Nice, he's defusing.
If Max or 9 can play Premier, can you play?
I know.
What do you mean no?
I can't play.
Why not?
Because I said that I would not be available Saturday night.
Yeah, you did. That is
Just
true.
those layers of walls and
I don't-
smokes
Eckler
and
plays the
NRG
Giants, which is probably
considering
not a
they've
good
got the
matchup.
Harbor Viper comp, make it way too easy for them to
And
stick onto that spike.
Etienne plays
Considering
Carolina, which have
all 3 Sen players left have
okay
sheriffs,
D-line.
not the ideal spam weapons.
But their defense, like, everything other than that is, like, pretty bad.
Brock with the dig. Brock for the fourth.
No, I think I'm going to keep Pickens. Oh, he plays Philly. That's
Yeah.
kind of scary.
Yeah, that was
Brock
my.
went crazy there, and he
that
had a
was the
great
reason I
timing as well
asked.
with the recon. He kind of delayed.
And plus I
sending
had
I could-
Dak,
until
so
a more chaotic moment to get that
if Dak
first,
throws a
shot
touchdown
from Mata.
There's that
to
audacious
Pickens, then
push
it
up early in the
doesn't
round,
really do anything.
already getting some results for NRG.
That's good
Actually, am
for
I
me.
playing
Played
Dak?
from Rob to
I don't
see it
remember.
quite
I
happily.
might be playing Jordan Love.
I think about
Unless,
Mata's
no, I was
always
playing
to cut
Herbert.
off the
I have Herbert
audacity.
in that league.
He gets his, and
Yeah.
he will escape every single
Actually, why am
He
I
spent
playing
most of his career limit testing, right? We saw him in challenges.
Herbert against Kansas City or
Now,
Dak
Sen, they
against
have forced
Philly?
up with these stingers. Still 4 players remaining. They've gotten pretty deep into this
Bad
fight. They
matchups
obviously want
for
to take these close engagements.
Yeah,
seriously.
it is.
What the hell, man?
I would go
Going for
Herbert,
these
though.
stingers over Sentinels are a little bit dangerous.
There was no one there to help. Scuba is on this flank. Is narrate expecting it. Will he be
Scuba
ready?
on the flank.
He's got the util out,
Second going to be spotted here behind
Nice,
Fox in there.
Scuba.
Has the timing.
and now he's just going to play safe, be a nuisance.
Banging Johnny going to try
Ethan
double
going
swing,
crazy.
but Brock's going to see it coming. There'll be going to be help from Boyley here as Ethan can step up on his corner.
Ooh.
Aggressive again. This time it's Brock that is a little little bit too far off script, but Mata will clean it up. 3 kills for the duelist. And NRG knew it would be a volatile round with the Stinger Force by...
Who else is there?
Sentinels,
No,
but
that's
they handle it.
I could start ETN, but no, I don't think so.
Who did the Jags play?
Carolina.
I wouldn't hate that.
Yeah, but also I know it's ETN.
If this map isn't close, I'm ending stream and going to watch the Cincinnati game. I'm not gonna lie.
Center getting a full armor outlaw for
Crazy how much Sen have fallen off.
There are 2
Lost
players
2
who could
games,
potentially
bro.
one-shot over on NRG.
I mean, if they play like this,
That
they're
could be
getting
the
grouped,
opening
obviously.
for a
But
round.
Yeah.
And they're really trying to manifest a duelist.
Wait, they've
here.
lost 2 games?
It is Mata on the other
well,
side of
they
the
would.
field.
This would be the second.
It's no easy task.
Oh. I guess so.
NRG have pulled back from that fairly deep green position now, back towards the site properly. Pretty passive as far as their defense is on.
I have Jack back.
Bash.
It feels like
Bash.
the
Bash.
Ascension really needs some kind of
CH,
explosive
is that
round or
okay?
a hero play, something
Yeah,
to get
it's
the
pronounced
morale
bash.
going for this team, and maybe
Bash.
Second can make it happen. Instantly going to be healed back up to 100 HP as well.
Full armor's gone though. Now he's very susceptible to Mata's outlaw.
Nice.
Ethan pinged up, forced to retreat.
Dude, he's right on that
temporarily
heal. Holy
on the
crap, John was
counter
holding it
as
out. My pocket sage.
John's exchanged, Brock's not going past that wall, and
Shock on John knocks him to half. It's a big hit.
Jesus,
That's
fake
classic.
shocks.
He goes
Holding
quite
his
low. He's
deal
down
out.
17 now, but the spike was planted. Mata's
I'm
looking
ahead
for a
of you, I
later
think.
reflank here through
Yeah,
mid,
you are.
not opting to wrap around the backside with this
Big shots.
outlaw.
Second is just waiting for some of these walls to drop so he can take a shot at someone, something, but it's not really going to
Nice.
happen.
Good
He's smoked
spam
off
from
again.
Brock.
Yeah, John was softened up by the shock darts. He was down to 17, so Brock, it's a pretty easy clean up for him. At some point, NRG have got to bully their way into back yellow and try and take some control, but Mata is now on the scene, hoping to push up past this Nanoswarm if he can.
Whoa,
The shock
whoa,
dart
whoa,
caught in the
narrate.
hands of Narrate. He didn't have the appropriate weapon to take that fire, and now desperately
Nice.
Celsius runs into the...
I think they got it, right?
Brock will shut him down, and Sentinels can't burn
Yo.
enough clock to stop another NRG round win.
The retake just has layers upon
I thought Brock was
layers
almost
of
trolled that.
util that Sen have to work through. Zekin never had an opportunity to just take a shot at anyone after he gets that kill on Scuba. There's multiple cascades. The high tide comes back up. The cove gets thrown down.
And
Even
T,
Mata
good
was
effort.
using his cloud burst to cut those
Nice-
angles
nice
off.
eco round
no
from Sen.
opportunity
Get
to
2
get
kills.
anything accomplished with the outlaw on the post plant.
Put down 3-0.
This is a pretty good example of how to play
They do have the
against
Sage
that
res,
style
which isn't
that you
bad.
feel like can guarantee
Not
the
that they're
attack side, those plants.
Really gonna have a
but it's a
great
bunch of shock
opportunity
darts
to
that
use it
came
against
in.
pro players,
John got
but
taken very low, at least that was
Narrate.
the trade for the spike going down, and NRG were able to follow up on that early damage done.
Instant turret break.
Is that boat or no?
Mata, who's not going to have the opportunity to one-shot anyone with this outlaw. So Bang will take some forward position, work his way
Look at that.
into tube. Does obviously get this
Drone
audio
spots
from
nothing.
Ethan, who's just jump spotting, trying to get info on the mid-cross.
Okay, Scuba though does not opt to check tube.
Oh, that's
at all.
scary.
yeah, it is scary for
Again, that
fucking Celsius.
KJ turret will be
The
able to
Celsius is
see
never
him.
hitting that shot, you know?
NRG just have the
Really
read,
have
dude.
an
They are
idea.
playing with wall
This is
hacks
going to
on.
be Sentinels going towards the A side.
Mata might take a long angle
Sens,
here.
they are looking
Good
pretty
turret break
correct.
from Celsius.
Nice.
Just a little bit of som poking around the periphery. Apparently,
Nice shot
Brock, the
from
next
Narrate.
to
Yo,
fall.
yo, yo,
The
yo!
anchoring presence of NRG compromised somewhat, but Ethan in this stead will stand up.
Nice
Mata,
bang.
yep,
Nice trade,
good
Narrate.
run. Not much
It's
to
a
be
good
done
run
about
from
that one.
Sen.
Sentinels finally
Celsius
put
came
Yep.
together.
mid to break
The
the turret for
patience
Bang.
slowly
Good alert
in the
for
A
Bang,
direction.
Sarah.
With that wedge up mid, finally gets the result.
Yeah, just 1-1,
Pibs there,
3
clears
set
him
up,
though.
catching off the rotates, and credit to
Does he?
Second for the patience moving.
They play
forward,
different
trying to
roles.
Clear that angle properly.
They're both playing
so he
Viper
gets
on
a free
Icebox.
kill onto Psalm.
No, Pip was playing Sova.
Cut off the
Pibbs was
rotates, just
definitely
been biding
not
his
playing
time in
Sova.
tube. Really well
Yes, he
executed
was.
attack round.
Because the clip that the multiple
Desperately
clips that he
needed
had where he was
1%.
whiffing, he was playing Viper. I
Even
specifically
mentally
remember
at
that.
this point. It's been 3 consecutive maps now where they've been just pretty much dominated
sure.
by their opponents. They need to get something going. Remember what it feels like to win. I mean, this is Sentinels that we're talking about, but they have been struggling
Break the turret.
yesterday into today.
Someone's been varying up that turret position.
Bruh.
This time it's Mata just getting up mid. It's that early audacity in the
Look at the A
round
site.
for NRG that again gives them the player advantage. John QT's intentions are pretty clear here.
Oh.
A wall to protect for a res.
Here comes the res.
A player in Curry spot to watch for it.
There it is, real close to going down there himself. Instantly going to be hit by that Hunter.
No.
Nice, good ult from Brock.
They burned the sub ult though.
That is going to be sent back down
The
to
Sen
4.
burned the Sage
In the
ult.
midst of all that, Bang is able to get
But I guess
Yeah, but
that
sub
is-
ult was more
So
powerful.
it looks
Yeah,
like the
Sova
spike
is
will be
definitely more
safely
valuable.
planted, but there
But
could be a
Brock will get it
retake
back
with
up
that
before
ultimate
Zelsis
from
gets
the
his
heart,
ult
but the
back
reckoning
up.
is going to come in.
That's going to get Sen scurrying like a
What?
dandelion.
Before Zelsis gets his back up?
Gets hit
Yeah,
by
Zelsis
NRG.
is
All
halfway.
that happens,
Brock,
going to be a recon thrown in from Brock as well.
Brock just needs the rest of his ults. Like, it's fine.
Yeah.
Mess with the positioning of Sentinels.
Not
Again,
possible.
that reckoning, everybody being forced back, except for Second wants to take a shot.
Okay, Hunter's Fury now coming down from Sentinel.
Nice
Now,
start.
hoping to catch the
It's
backside
good ult.
player. It's
No,
so
no, no,
falling.
not there.
The last shot, speculative,
It
but
was
still damage
one ult
already
tag.
done.
It didn't
Now
matter
it's
that
gonna
much.
be
Nobody
Scuba
was that
stepping
low
up
for
first, but
NRG.
that reckoning
Would've been
has
damage,
expired.
though.
Sentinels cannot
Damage
make
is
their way back
good.
into the side to Cloud goes past second. He wanted to take
But
the
you're
fight,
acting like it's
Scuba's
the end of
swung
the
the
world.
angle.
He shot at you.
Why do we always shoot at the guy that's
Now,
updrafted?
surgically extract Mana, and now it's on Scuba and Ethan.
What the
Trying to
fuck?
play from the low ground, but
The stream is
ball is
dying.
controlled by Sentinels.
Nice Nary.
No way in, hopefully a way out though, and that's what he takes.
Excellent play there from
Dang.
Nary,
My stream
and a
or
great
the
Hunter's
main
Fury
stream?
to get that
The
kill
main.
to
Yeah, okay.
even
Because my
the
stream was
odds.
lagging as well.
The reckoning was basically entirely avoided from Sen, and they were able to work
Nice
themselves
Nerte.
back into good positions to play together to
Why do you keep
fight
calling
NRG
him
when they
Nerte?
were trying to get onto the spike. And I
That's
believe
what the
as well,
EMEA
waiting for
casters
Ethan's
called
to
him
broke, but I think
last
it just
year.
got broke
Really?
basically instantly.
Dang,
I
he's
think Sen
fast.
dealt with it
Yeah, they
right
did.
away.
I feel like the
So
like
they did
Pansy and
a very
Hypok
good
called
job
him
circumventing all of that utility
narrate.
that NRG have to retake that looked so
Well, I know
effective
for
on the
sure there
card
was
around
2
2HB.
casters that said Narite.
Two very grindy rounds, back to back. Sentinels.
I'm trying to think of who that would have been. So I don't think that's a Tom and Mitch thing.
Take those, but the impact's being felt for NRG. Just a hero rifle for Ethan into the round.
Look at scan.
NRG were mixing in a
What?
lot of four-man
Brock is
pushes
hacking.
down this A side when they were
Good
playing
job from
against
Neri,
Leviathan.
just walking into the where
Works out
Brock
here
was
for the
spamming with
opening
like
kill,
5
gets an
bullets
orb towards
beforehand.
Scuba as well, who's now just one away from
Wow,
the
your
hit.
mic
Bang might be a little bit earlier than NRG are
What, loud or
expecting, but
quiet?
he's shown himself
lagging.
the only rifle on
Okay. Yeah.
NRG in the hands of Ethan, and he's looking to try and take this
What the
engagement now.
fuck is Ethan doing?
Bang says, all right, I'll take
For
it.
the sake he might have to do his own hands.
Former teammates there, Bang versus Ethan.
Look at the little donut buddy on Sam's
all the way
chair.
back to yellow, so
I
that's
didn't
going
see
to
it.
give an opportunity
I'm
for
not specking some anymore.
John, Bang, who are elsewhere more towards mid on the map, to just rotate
Come on,
on
go
over,
back.
play off of
Go
this
back to
wall,
Sam.
and John still has the
They're
barrier to
re-clearing
throw up
mid,
as
bro.
well. Tons of
Sam's
tools
gonna
to
flank,
close
though. You'll be able to
this
see the
out.
sheriff here in a
Shouldn't be
second.
reason feels that it should be going in the direction of NRG. They don't have the weaponry.
Gonna drop them.
Look at the flank.
By Bang.
Or there it is. There it is.
Finds that apropos of nothing.
Where, yeah, what
Dude,
was
imagine
that? Just
Sen
random
lose this
spam
with the
kill?
Viper
I think it
roll.
might have
Brock special, it looks
Oh,
like it.
holy
Broke
shit.
the wall open and then was hitting that little corner.
Not
that
didn't
John
see
was
anything.
taking.
Nice.
Seconds
Someone
able to
just
dig out
walked right
any
into his
potential
death.
though
Nice,
for
Zachary.
side hit. So
Zachary
NRG now have to
Patron.
come in all together into this
Patron,
fight.
yeah.
Second will be waiting. Poison or blue.
Dude, have Randall out.
Bladestorm active for Mata.
There's a wall there.
Break
For
the
Mata.
wall down a little bit to get there, but time is short. Scooper on the corner.
Nice,
Celsius
Zell.
finds the slide on in. It's unlikely there's much more to it here for
I'm just
NRG.
gonna play exit
See
soon
the
and
middle around the
get their
outside to the
stats.
pit here, waiting for their number to be
Nice.
called.
What if Celsius's name was Zell Bro
They are to the
instead of
end game now.
Zelsis?
Sentinels, Tooth and Claw gets them into Icebox.
I'm not
Well,
gonna
unfortunately, they
respond to
lose
that.
Zelsis at the end, and they commit that pit to have a clean round win to build the economy as much as they can.
Dang, lucky shot.
Oh, that spam.
No, now it's
Okay, that's not his
just-
fault. What?
Rocket, another
Yeah,
Look at the
no, it is,
replay.
It is. It is. It is.
No, it's not.
Doesn't
It
even
is.
need the out. It just doesn't
Nice,
matter.
boys. Good job.
How's it 3v5?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
It was a good little run. that's
No,
still
it
on.
wasn't. What?
Just wait till we get to Corrode, if that happens. Brock will be doing the same thing, and the map really plays to it.
Energy timeout? Wow.
So timeout
Scared.
here for NRG,
scared,
fair
yeah.
enough. They've been finding great success in the early rounds, and honestly, Wyatt, in the previous map of Lotus, they were converting 4v5s very effectively, right? They'd lose a player early and still find a way to win the round.
Can Kellen
Now,
DeBoer come back
they're
to
actually getting early
Washington,
advantage.
please?
It's Mata pushing up
Who?
on some
You're
extremely,
not
I
that
think
good for
down two
Alabama.
in that A direction. That time was Brock with random spam, but they can't convert on that player advantage.
Right now, for me, the most impactful player on.
Actually, no.
Sen
I'm gonna hate
is
watch.
Bang. He's just been this anchor
Where
player
I
in
am,
the
yeah.
center of the map, controlling.
This guy had one good
cutting off
season, and then he
rotators,
left for
throwing a lot
Alabama,
of
and now he's
Just
attention.
decided to hate
Ethan felt
watch.
kind of forced into an awkward awkward fight.
Yeah, because he left Washington to go to Alabama, and now he's losing.
Pushing down with that cascade. But Bang has handled everything that's been thrown his way there. NRG are going to have to find a better way to deal with that.
Are you a
Ultimately,
Phoenix
Mike's
Sky
giving
fan?
him that space and playing passively, just
Why
having
would
the
I be a
turret in
Phoenix Sky
kitchen so
fan?
they know if he pushes all
Or
the way
Chicago
up,
Sky, sorry.
just try to ignore
Why?
him. If we don't look at him, he
I
doesn't
don't know.
exist.
Do you even know what
Bang
sport
can't
that
hurt
is?
us into just
It's not the
play
WNBA.
elsewhere.
I mean,
Yeah.
Zexus has been throwing this nano swarm down mid just to
Are you a WNBA knower?
No.
I'll say also one of the
Dang it.
important factors of keeping a lid on this NRG economy is that the AWP is so pivotal.
I
as a
know
win
about-
con for them on Icebox defense. Getting that into the hands of Mata,
Caitlin Clark?
who's only had the chance to
And Angel
buy it
Reese.
one time, and, get a
And
whole
I
lot of
feel like
value with it. Can't do
there's
it here.
other names in my brain that I think are WNBA players, but I'm not 100% sure. But like, if you told me, if you asked me like who
What is
that
that?
person is, I would tell you they're a
Yeah.
WNBA player.
Right, with a Viper's Pit and also try and keep 4 guns. That doesn't quite work
Who-
out.
Who's the Savannah James?
Scuba, though, committing the
Okay,
Viper's
that's
Pit
not one that
pretty
I
early.
recognize at all. That's not
The
one.
LeBron
I-
James'
Skirt around
wife.
the edges
Oh.
and likely look for some
You know,
screens to
I thought you were
Whatever
being for
Zeka
real.
saw or didn't see, he didn't like.
Second, hoping that there's
Good reposition from
That
Scuba.
would have been broken by that shock, but it isn't even placed there. It's
Scuba.
in
Whoa,
mid. It's
Zach's
taking
walled
one
off, look at
advantage
that.
from staying in the pit,
Interesting.
but Scuba doesn't want to fight this Suat.
And he's spamming. They know he's there.
Second is in
Is he?
the
He was
danger
shooting.
zone
So
right now.
yeah, he was shooting. So they know he's here.
Down to 1.
Scuba just saw him. Scuba just saw his gun. The Killjoy made him run away.
Scan. That's a second to stays inside.
Dude, Scuba saw his gun.
It's gonna force NRG out.
God,
Also,
Zekin's
And not a
about
lot-
to ace here. He's about to ace here.
This is crazy.
Heal back up from the decay, and Zekin still has not been shifted from that spot.
Okay,
Oh
got
my
it.
gosh.
The kill on Scuba.
Why would he dash like
Zelsus with
that?
a swing timing that is a little too much
He
for
missed,
him to
probably.
handle.
What he
And
was
it's
trying to
Mata,
do.
who needs
mean-
to fight here at 10 and 2 respectively
He was walled off. He's not
to
going
break
anywhere.
out of the situation, and nothing's getting
Nice,
served.
Celsius.
Well, they broke the
Good
wall.
shot.
The wall was broken.
Converts for 3. And the Sentinels now finally
He probably just tried to
Starting to
dash
stake their claim to
the
this
gap in the
series.
wall, but
Fortunate that
missed.
Zekin doesn't go down there, retains that space, goes
He was
1-for-1,
panicking, I think.
But Sen, I really
what?
that's
A
credit
little
to
bit.
having such a great
He was
time
panicking a
with
little
that
bit.
lockdown.
Probably.
It delayed NRG so
No, it
heavily
wasn't broken.
that when
Yes,
rushing
the other
back,
Or
you
the
can
other
see
part
that
of the
they're
wall,
not
the
able
Well,
middle
the
part.
part where he dashed
those
wasn't
same
open.
layers of utility they
Yes,
have on
yeah,
prior
'cause he
retakes.
missed.
A lot of just open angle
Yeah,
fighting, and
he's
Sen are
panicked.
fully positioned to deal with them.
But also just straight up counters the Viper's Pit.
What's the score
Yeah,
right
it
now?
just turns
Sen's
off the
winning?
Viper's Pit as well.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Mata getting forward early, characteristically. Still know what
I mean,
to hand
they've
for
put
him.
together a few really good
Another
rounds.
unsuccessful round of NRG, but this time at
Yeah,
least
they did.
So Brock
But
almost
look
got
at
his
Mata.
Silva ult
Even
up
with
before
half armor
Celsius
for
got
most
his
of the-
Killjoy ult up.
Really wants to take matters
It was
into
close.
his own hands on this. Pushing all the way up solo, and that's going to
Come on,
provide the
John.
opportunity
No.
for everyone else on NRG to
You're
just
ahead of me.
rotate on out of there, play other
I think.
sides of the map.
Alright, what's your timer at?
110.
Clear.
Oh, nine.
Okay, you're just complaining about John walking
really
away.
no surprise for
You can see
NRG
him
at
do
Yeah,
that.
he wasn't holding the angle, and if he kept holding it, he would have got a kill.
Swarm at the B side of the map off.
But I wasn't gonna walk
Contact
into
from
it
Scuba.
until now.
Yeah, he needs to be patient.
Knows it's an uneasy silence over towards yellow. He doesn't really want to test
Celsius
it this
has
time.
the spike here.
Okay, Mata's ready to fight.
Oh,
He saw the shoulder, I think.
Zelsis saw the barrel around the corner.
Zelsis is
and was
him.
ready for that swing to come out.
is it faking B? Or
And
maybe
that
not?
means that, yeah, you need to draw a player in that A direction,
You're
Ethan.
gonna walk back to B.
Just trying to, okay, he
NRG
commits a
just-
high tide there.
They're spread all across the
John
map
is
right
0
now.
and 6.
I mean, maybe the only real
Might be
danger
0
for
and 7
Sen
this
is if they
round.
try to accelerate into Scuba and went into those mollies, but that's not gonna
Nice,
happen.
Neri.
Oh
Woo!
my god.
shot.
Flattens. Yellow
He's
controlled
him.
by NRG, rather by Sen, and of course it's the standard wall throw up, but because of the nano
Whoa,
swarms in position,
whoa.
that Sage will
Whoa,
really
what
take
the
hold.
fuck? How was
He's
Ethan
only
getting
5-2.
two?
Numbers even now, time very short, and Sentinels have to go for this. Ethan should be able to peer around the corner, clean up the
Yo,
plant, but
Zekin.
John stays alive long
He's
enough to set
whiffing.
up the exchange for Zekin.
Nice!
Okay, he's just the
Settles
guy.
out of the rounds.
That's my duelist.
Doesn't matter.
2 rounds worth of breathing room for the attackers. For the first
That's
time
a
in
good
this
party.
series.
And it feels like for the first time in this series, couple rounds back to
I
back,
might just go watch the FC
we're
since
seeing
then.
Sen
I'm
players
not
starting
gonna
to
lie, I
hit
kinda
some
just wanna do
shots,
that
come
more.
to life individually. Neri with that swing wide back, Yellow
I'll
just
finish watching this map,
deleted
guaranteed,
Scuba.
though.
Another wide swing from Zekin.
Come on,
Beautiful
baby.
tap.
Come on.
Trying to bring the energy back to the team
Zekin's
as well.
hyped up, bro.
It's felt flat for them as of late. But they're getting right back into it. They've sent NRG onto an eco round, just some sheriffs to play with.
What?
And as usual, Marta is looking for something close to no man's land here.
Okay.
It's a round where he's pushed all the way up tube.
Okay.
Pretty standard attack side protocols to have someone watching that part of the map. The weapons are much stronger for Sentinels here in round 9.
There have been a lot of solo Mata forward positions taken that have not gotten a ton of value on these
some
last
chip
several
damage
rounds.
on the bang there, but I think they're just gonna go back into a pretty open B site here and be perfectly fine.
Is trying to be pretty diligent there at A, clearing that.
Full give in mid.
Spotted him out and doesn't want to take the fight with nothing but a sheriff.
That's really it, right? I mean, Sun, they are just
seriously, they're not gonna hit this B site when it feels that open.
These areas of the map, and they're ensuring that they're not losing any bodies early to a player like Mata, who is going to take a forward angle.
If Mata gets one here,
honestly just wants to risk it all at this point. Why not?
Nice. That's the best angle in the game.
How is he alive, man?
From Mata there. Nobody ever expects that. John's gonna get the res on there right though, so it does not matter.
NRG can try to fight close range with these pistols.
Really annoying harbor wall.
Lined up for it, surely not trying to intervene yet. It just shows a little bit too much.
Yo, Zach, get behind the sage wall.
With the classic though, trades it on out. There's still 2 sheriffs in play. The sage wall's a little awkward for NRG to work with. John has a tiny gap to look into it as a turret set up.
Wall to get forward to isolate that fight. What a shot.
Brock looking for more. Doesn't get it this time. Scoop is finally able to break the wall with a knife and get across.
They're gonna get some damage here at the very least.
Probably unrecoverable. And there's some stall util now coming in the direction of the
Give me one more
Scuba. Here he's got himself a rifle. 3 players for Sentinels looking for him now, knowing he's behind that wall. And again,
good round from Sen and Celsius.
Brick by brick, Sentinels building back into the series. Czech trying to manifest some more energy from the team.
Their A-side play has been really superb. I love
It's
how
been much better from Sen. The second Delusion left my stream, they started winning.
This was a good little moment to isolate John, but after that, Sen just make it look
or
easy
at least
with all 3
once
players
Delusion
stacked
stopped
up,
typing.
1 high, 2 low, just able to swing all together.
That is 6 rounds in a row. Now, of course, worth looking over towards the Hunter's Fury that Raid has built up yet again.
Hey, bro, I've been here the whole time. Okay, the second you stopped typing, then they started playing well.
Reckoning. I mean, basically, NRG have all the pretty devastating defense side ultimates to work with here.
Still not going for that operator. They're just going for raw aggression in main. This is going to catch second. He's in some serious trouble. Has to dash away, so no one could even chase him down. But NRG will be more
we'll get the heal up on the second
result of that early engagement.
Sentinels are lost there. Hunter's Fury.
See, Delusion, if Sen loses this round, it's your fault.
Now they're already making pretty decent progress towards an A side, and Zelsis
Scuba's
away after taking Scuba down to 11, caught inside a slow orb. This is all acceptable for Sentinels. They know they need to tease out some of these defensive ultimates, and so the Reckoning now is committed.
NRG just feels so pressured to use that to help Scuba as
Good
well,
lurk
who
from
was
Bang here.
fully
If he gets the skill on Mata, he just opens the round up completely. Yep. That's a massive kill.
To work through an unguarded
no, don't overcook this.
I love this rotate back. That is filthy. And Zelsis is able to get in onto the A side properly.
They are everywhere, working every little corner of the map. Look at the way NRG, they're just being dragged around. They don't know where to look. Now they're on their way back to A. Do they dare try to commit a lockdown here? It's just the safe plant for John. They don't want to bother taking back sight. They have the man advantage. Just trade off of each other effectively to close this out.
And this is another round where NRG have been unsuccessful in converting off that first pick, that player advantage.
This will be the last.
Sentinels have
dude. I want to go watch Brenner, bro.
These fundamentals are looking so smooth. You see Zekid and Zelsis there, just double up.
Good work from Sen. It's been a really good map for them so far.
1 kill.
Lot better than what they opened up with on Lotus.
NRG forced to save. They expended.
And then what's next? Sunset. I would still expect NRG to win that map.
Off the rip as well. There's supposed to be a power.
These map picks feel flipped. I'm not gonna lie to you.
They just get completely roped.
Like if you told me that these were the that Sen or that NRG picked Lotus, Sen picked Icebox, NRG picked Sunset, and Sen picked Corrode, that would be
but it wouldn't be happening
perfectly
without the way
normal.
that Bang is playing around the map. Like yeah, sure, he's not topping the board with kills right now for Sen. Zekin's putting up some
I don't know
numbers
if that
there.
made a
He's putting
really
up some
loud noise
numbers.
through my mic, but I
what
did
he's
hit my
doing in
knee on my
terms of
desk.
the map control and the
That's what that was.
impact kills that he has found, he's giving John the opportunity to call really well.
I'm working. Now I'm working. No, I'm lurking. No, I'm lurking.
Yes, because you're working different parts of the map at any moment. Entry becomes lurk and vice versa.
Mod has finally got the operator. I believe he could have had it last round too, but they just opted for that rifle push down B main. Time to switch things up again because
They finally get the op out, which Mod is really good with the ops on this map specifically. But the other maps,
what looks like
just keep him on the rifle
play
better.
over towards Belts, but in reality, all of Sentinels are here. So Mata is going to have a target rich environment, but will be forced off the line.
Okay,
by
maybe
the
not.
drone
Maybe
straight
it's
away.
not this
is
map.
now
How
all
are you
Sentinels
missing on
have
a
to
Silva
exploit
drone,
this and
man?
Get into the site quickly.
do NRG try to anchor this right now? They've got a few players here. They're all back site, but they're going to be forced away by this lockdown.
Yep, no Honest Fury to answer that. No
no
real way
Silva.
for NRG to shut it down. Mata would like to linger as long as he can, but there's nothing to see.
I don't like how the NRG's been
And as soon
using
as
their
they
Silva
get out
ults
of
this
the way
half.
of this, they can go right back in, and Som can just drop that lockdown and screens himself. NRG could hit the gas here if they really want to.
Yeah, they might need to go for it here. Mata won't see a player pushed up, and here comes that lockdown. Is there going to be an answer for Sentinels already? They're starting to pull off the side.
Now Sen have the Silva ult for the Killjoy ult. Nice refight in the backside
No
there.
one would have been there to follow it up on it anyway. It's just Brock. And yeah, he might just be walking away from this one. Beaten black and blue. Zelsis
Good dash from Zekin
takes it
too.
out.
Baiting for his teammate.
That
Well
is,
played
for
from
those
Sen.
keeping track at home, 8 rounds in a row.
Zekin is heating up crazy right now. 14 kills for him. Those two were really sick. The adjustment back. Moves that positioning just to the left. Throw up the crosshair placement so he can get the kill on the second player swing. Some nice mechanical play.
Couple rounds here, like NRG have committed a Viper Spit into a lockdown. Now a lockdown into a Hunter's Fury. Getting unraveled with a lot of those space creating ultimates quite easily by Sentinels. There always seems to be an answer for the attackers.
4-man push from NRG. They got an opening last time they did this. But Sen won't be committing too heavily towards that side of the map. So it won't allow any opportunity to find that first blood.
And they've been conservative in these early rounds anyway, Wyatt. Look at how they played Belts last round. Some quick correction, but he's lucky to get out with his life.
He's in some serious danger. John able
He's
to
alone.
cross with that barrier orb.
There's no way. He's able to see this coming. Ethan gets there though quickly. There's going to be follow-up. NRG as a pack are heading through mid to B. But already the spike is down. Last round of the half, so nothing ventured, nothing gained. They're going to leave it all out there as the Blade Storm in Zekin's hands. He is itching to send some of these bits of silverware outward.
Could definitely be a situation where there's going to be a late res even from John if someone goes down in a position by yellow. NRG, they're taking the time, rotating all the way around, trying to play up this cascade. They're going to have to push in front of it. Sentinels,
I was tweeting.
time is just getting so low right now. NRG need to get on the spike ASAP.
Both in play, they're going to have to break this one quickly. Brock's already got it to half and change it now. Ethan's going to look to
Nice,
block
good
the
retake
shots.
from NRG.
And it will be
That was well
a
played.
sweaty defuse for NRG. Get themselves a round back finally after a true drought. 8 in a row from Sentinels. Assert themselves, get into the game, and make this one interesting.
Even though it brought the time so low, it just felt like NRG felt they needed to be going from that snowman side, so all of their cascades and util would cover up all of the proper angles. And so they wouldn't have to bother breaking that wall. Scary situation, but they're able to finally wrangle back one round at the end. Overall, though, really dominant half from Sentinels. Their play towards that A side was fantastic.
That was a
Second is
great
on
half
fire.
for Sen.
Let's head
They played
across to
so
a side
well.
stage as Riv is standing by with Leviathan's Okeanos.
That's right, I'm here with Okeanos watching the game, so we're going to get an outside-in perspective here from one of the pro players. First off, how you enjoying the block party? I saw you outside chilling earlier.
I mean, the block party's a blast. It's nice connecting with fans. We had a little meet and greet today. We also have a meet and greet tomorrow with the entire Lev team, so I hope if you guys are still here, see you guys tomorrow.
All right, perfect. You heard that right there. I want to ask you about game one before we get to this next one. It seems like NRG's got a resurgence here, but down as much as they were. I mean, overall, coming into a game like this big in a best of 5, if you go down that far, what are you thinking about? Are there any real worries for a team, or are you just that structured at this point? You know you're going to refocus.
I mean, it's a best of 5 for a reason, right? So one map loss, especially early in the series, doesn't really define anything. all these players have insane mental resilience, so I expect them to be able to bounce back map 2, and Sen is showing that right now.
And looking at Icebox now, we see Sen coming back. How are you feeling about the matchup so far, just between these two teams and what their strengths are going to provide for this matchup in the map rotation?
I think with the coming maps, it's definitely Sen favored. This map, though, Icebox is definitely NRG favored, but if NRG don't close this out,
Definitely
I really
NRG
feel like Sen might
favored,
just take it
what?
home 3-1.
All right, Okeanos, thank you so much for your time, man. Let's hear it for Okeanos one more time so we can get back to the game at hand. NRG versus Sen. Casters, take it away.
If you're watching this Icebox game in the first couple of rounds, this halftime scoreline might be a surprise to you. Sentinels looked, again, lackluster coming out of that first map of Lotus and didn't look like to be generating a whole lot early on Icebox until they did. Zekken ends the half with 15 kills. NRG go for some proactive stuff early in the round, and sometimes it works, but they actually don't convert on those first picks all that often. And Sentinels are using counter utility against some of these ultimates like Viper's Pit and Lockdown really effectively. But those first 3 winning rounds for Sen, they were grinds. They really had to work for them.
They're walking away from that half very impressed by the calling from John, the play from Bang. Can they close this out, even the series? 1-1,
Second.
Certainly has some intentions
We're
to
gonna do a double swing on the right side
These
now.
Sen players do not want to give up the space. They want to keep fighting.
Yeah, I don't know if
They
realize
haven't
Bang
seen
is actually
Bang.
here inside this poison orb, but
Have
he
they
announces
seen Bang?
himself with a couple of shots ringing out from that ghost. John here, curtain comes down!
Nice kills from John. Actually able to play the game this
Brock
half.
puts himself in a 1 versus 1 up on that zip line and now revealing himself to Zelsis, who initially wasn't sure if he dropped down or not. Gives the spike a tap, but no committal.
How much time does Brock want to take? Because I'm looking at that recon and it's 17 seconds away. Now that's what feels like an entire millennium.
It's a 1v1?
No
I thought
time.
this was a 1v2.
Spotted out here by Zelsis, who seems happy enough to give him the opportunity to earn that ability again. Brock will go looking. This might be confusing for Zelsis.
This is so weird.
Brock was able to cross that
Nice.
experience without Zelsis
Well
seeing.
played. Good recovery from
What a
NRG.
clutch
I thought that was
for our rookie up from Challengers this year.
easily a
He looks
Sen round
phenomenal.
after the couple opening
He's been
kills.
the star player for NRG so far today. And despite their woes on that first half, he has as many kills as Zekken. They're both sat at 16. He is in some excellent form right now. That effort from John, all for naught, sadly.
Now we see Zelsis, I think, having to correct his crosshair placement, expecting Brock to probably still be at yellow there.
Playing left
He
with
found such a nice window to cross.
So Luca off the bench.
And now we just have to go back to the narrative of will NRG find as much success on attack as they do on defense. And now I know this is obviously being said on a map where they weren't able to get the lead on defense, but does that just automatically mean that the game is over? Is that the world that we live in? Because at least by the numbers, they are very reliant on their
I mean, this is the one map where I don't hate Ethan's
Towards yellow,
attacks.
Bang trying to get ahead of this, but NRG are already set up and ready to go. John spotted out there behind Crow's
Nice,
Nest.
good. Fuck, good
Easy
outside.
business for
I mean,
NRG.
it's also not a
Picking
difficult
apart
map to
some of
call
these
by any
players,
means.
Zek could
So
just,
like,
well, able to find
it's
a kill
really,
straight through.
it would be hard for me to be
Crucially,
not
Who was able to go and
happy
recover
with
that
Ethan's
third
attacks I'm calling.
rifle.
Or like for me to be
Weapons
unhappy
that were actually
specifically.
brought up into this round, and NRG's only job remaining is to just close this out without losing anybody else.
So much work done by Sentinels on that attack side. Would hurt them for that all to be for naught if they can't generate some momentum here in the second half.
Good
As
cleanup from
expected,
NRG.
NRG
That's
convert the round
about
and
what you
keep all
expect.
three
Maybe a
rifles
little
they
bit more
entered with.
damage than you'd want,
Going to
but
have a very
not bad.
strong buy for this bonus. Sentinels get their first full buy on this defense side. Nothing really to write home about on this round. Just a straight up B exec with your standard Harbor comp util.
The classic pocket to hide in. That one's been done for a while. Seen that one from Leviathan last year a heck of a lot. All right, proper gun round and plenty riding on it. A chance for NRG to likely potentially even up this game. Before the point at which the defense side op becomes a factor, Zekken's still on the rifle. Dominating the server.
This is looking like some age-old Icebox gameplay. Just an A hit coming through. All 5 players
Sentinels
Zach
want
and
to
Clay
anchor
go
here
crazy
properly
here, I
though,
can
whereas
feel it.
NRG played off the side a heck of a lot on their defense side. Scuba is in there like swimwear. What the heck was that? A couple taps and
Narrate walks into Zelsus'
right
fucking
down to the
thing.
nanoswarm that Zelsus had put in place. An awkward
I mean, he was
lull in
dead
the
anyway,
action
so
as
it didn't
Bork is
really
given
matter, but...
the breathing room to get a plant.
Absolute chaos. Now I'm just looking at the fact that Brock is going to have the recon in 5 seconds. One of the only util pieces to speak of, but it might not even matter. He's on this tight angle.
Yeah, sees the cross, still a chance to send a recon in. This is annoying now. He can play off this to some degree. Oh man, what a poison orb to break things up. Scuba, that was dirty.
A good orb. That's
So
an interesting
well
one.
done.
I've never
2
seen
pieces of
anybody throw an
utility
orb
used,
like that.
But crucially, it's that Cloud just isolating each player. Not able to get the trade onto Brock, who's now taken the mantle of most kills in the server with that 18.
What a round from this guy, man.
And that can be the trouble of trying to anchor this site. You just get overwhelmed by both that far left side coming from 410.
Good job.
He's right.
And Brock got to swing into 2 players, I think at 40 health, decayed down by those orbs. Shout out the Viper play.
Now, coming away from this round, NRG would love to be able to get that Reckoning over to Ethan, get a few orbs on Scuba, get towards that pit. Sen have the right idea. Few players towards B.
No dart going into...
Doubling up on that far side of yellow as well, but Mata's already starting to dig people out. Heads are turning in his direction though, with
Well, there's 2
Zekins
back
only able to
there.
find
I
one.
didn't realize Zelsus was there.
And
I knew
NRG
Zekins,
the previous round was
but-
probably worth 2, and that's been how things have played out thus far. Cove for a
Where
plant.
are we at for ults? Harbor ult,
Mata
Sova ult.
searching, probing
They'll probably
the
use that
players
on an
behind that
exec
wall.
in this next
Now,
round.
so far, so good, but
That'll
I'm
probably be
really
what they build their
looking
plan
as we
around.
continue with the gun rounds in this half to if NRG can convert their first kills. Because in that first half, they were only able to do it 2 out of the 6 times that they got a first blood. That is not good enough to win a map, and certainly not against a team like Sentinels.
So far, the second half has looked like much a different story. And yeah, again, when we keep the
What?
There's some time. There's a moment for this. Sage wall comes up. It's going to be broken
All
pretty
good.
quickly.
All
John
good.
have to trade and Scuba with a Red Bull
What the
clutch. as
fuck
things
just
could have gone
happened?
horribly wrong for NRG.
I mean, they get all the guns
He
out.
salvages it.
I guess that works.
Was shocking, to say the least, a little bit unexpected. It keeps a lid on the economy, honestly. This could be relevant later in the game. What on earth?
As he narrates eyebrows at risk of disappearing into his hairline.
Not even close, bro. Honestly, that's insane that they hit those shots. So let's go, let's go.
Now, they've made relevant some of my C and D tier storylines coming out of that round, such as Scuba now 1 away from the, getting the pit because he got 2 kills. The economy now in, a spot for NRG where after a couple rounds, things could be actually looking tough, whereas it was about to be out of control.
Great fucking tweet from Redux.
I think there's something brewing here as well, with Zekin and Narrate still having really solid performances, and just that last gun round, they really weren't able to get off to the start that we're looking for.
I don't want to.
Now Hunter's Fury is a consideration. It's available for both Sovas, and that Reckoning for Ethan to supplement those sight hits.
Actually, dude, it was
Pretty reasonable
crazy
time, I
watching
think, to
him
call
on
the
that back
timeout
in the
because
day.
Sentinels can very much rest this game back into their
What's
control.
he was on
With what
Ghost,
Narrate
right?
just did.
Yeah,
NRG
I
have
remember.
been denied
Like
the
he was
opportunity
especially
for that
insane
economy
then.
to get out of control, right? This round is still pretty pivotal in that sense.
Now, what we've seen so far in this attack half is NRG going for big 5-man executes and absolutely bulldozing the anchors from Sentinels. We have not seen Sentinels in a position where they're playing for retake with John's wall, throwing that down, getting someone on the spike, pressuring NRG players to have to come out of their entrenched positions, get out of those crossfires to fight forward. That's an adjustment that I'd like to see from
Well,
Sen.
this,
and
I mean,
they've
this is a
got
big
Hunter's
round
Fury
here
in
too. You got
addition
Sova Sage
for
ult on
a
the side of
post-fight
Sen.
situation to get a lot
One
of
off the
value.
Viper ult for NRG. With the Sova Harbor ult ready for exec, which is a really good combo because you get the the little pingies, or the pings from the Harbor ult that you can use the Sova ult to kind of combo with. So this is a massive ult round, as well as a massive just general economy round for Sen.
Still get tucked into pipes.
Kind of surprised Bang didn't have armor.
Okay.
And they just spam the Harbor ult out.
Intuitive spam from Narrate. It's a significant
So that's a
advantage for Sen
huge
on a
kill.
crucial round to take the lead in this game.
So proactive here, Sen on defense.
Second?
Oh, Scuba proactive. What the hell
What?
is that?
Okay. Climbing the depths
I mean,
for some very
alright.
unlikely
They're gonna have the
kills,
Viper
and
ult
not an
here.
opener. Sometimes
As long as they can get this plant down.
Herself, I guess. John's done well to stay alive here. Can
Just
even
plant!
back up
You
and
have
then
Sobol!
Yeah, the snake bite's going to be an issue.
Fuck, you don't have Sobol
Very
anymore
quickly,
now.
waste no time in intervening, but there's a Viper Spit they've got to play
Those
through.
else can be flanking though.
And very little utility to scan this out.
Yeah, none to speak of. Psalm definitely hears that.
Nice,
drop, and he's
Psalm.
gonna catch Celsius. It's all on Bang.
That's
He's been a
huge.
stable
I mean,
player, Wyatt.
if they
How
can
can
get
he
out of this
possibly
round
work
with
his
a
way
win,
through this pit, navigate it to
they can
find
win
these
this
players while his
2v1,
health is being decayed down.
you still have the Harbor and the
his enemy
Sobol,
as
your
well.
one-off Killjoy, you have the Jet Knives on Mata, he
Psalm
could bring
steps
out
out
an
of the
attack
pit
off
here.
if he wants to.
Bang can step up and tap the spike, but he knows that would be suicide. It's going to come down,
This is
cancelled
just
out in the end, as NRG would rather be able to see clearly. There's something here. Wall comes back up, Bang
Sub.
sets that up. It's going to have to be Scuba stepping in here. He knows, though.
Okay,
Bang
well played
had no
from Scuba.
time and had to commit.
I mean, insane round from him. I don't know what
NRG
Zek's
snatched back the lead.
like reaction
That is
time
an
is.
unbelievable round from Scuba. Just play the highlight reel. Just give me the highlight reel already.
This guy's insane.
Give me the highlight reel. Unbelievable.
He's got
Zek
the
just
very
doesn't react to Scuba right in front of him.
He's got that impatient controller, I'll do it myself vibe so far.
Scoob just went nuclear, bro.
Okay, that's not how you pronounce that word, but that's okay.
What?
Still
You really
5 in a
just hit
row.
him with the actually.
Hey, they were trying to cast beforehand, bro. They want our jobs, we're not going to do it right. Okay, now
Insane
I might be caught
movement
here a
from
little bit.
Narrate.
Yeah.
Dude,
No way
Brock
to
is
get away from that one.
hacking.
Reckoning in play as well. NRG hitting very, very hard on this attack. Thrust.
I mean, he didn't even need the Harbor ult there. And I mean, this round's over.
But to get out that turret down temporarily, but Brock gets the information on Bang and thinks wise.
Fight the flank, get ready to Killjoy ult when they start retaking, and the round's over.
Buddy up with Scuba.
Because they don't have Sobol to
Playing
deny
a
it.
bit of a high-low. They can just swing off of each other rather.
This might be more than Bang had bargained
Dude,
for.
if Bang
Two
gets a
players have
kill here,
crossfire to watch for this wrap, and yet Bang's able to make the correction in time.
let alone
There's
two,
that lockdown though,
at this
and Bang
point,
has to skirt around the edges of it.
Now Psalm is coming over to help Scuba as well.
he doesn't know.
It's just too much for him to clear, and there's so much time that have been delayed
Nice
for the
Celsius.
majority of the SEN players on account of the lockdown that they're just
Sen are
already
gonna
in save
save
mode.
in a 3 versus
Further and
3.
further behind now. Again, with where their money is at, they've definitely lost control of that aspect of the game.
What?
The economy demands a save as well, on top of the lack of time that they had to make anything happen there.
But still two
I
rifles
know,
on the
actually, they
Bulldog
didn't have
and
as much time as I thought they did.
all
Never
the
mind.
impact
never mind,
ultimates
never
they really need coming into this next round. Conversely, NRG can't hang the hat on
mind. Okay,
either of those.
so
They make use of
Sen
course,
will
of
have
that
another
lockdown
buy
just now.
here that isn't very
So, yeah,
great,
it
but
looks
they
a
have
little bit ugly, but
ults.
Sen have a ton to work with still.
NRG doesn't really.
Can't say
I mean, if
that this
NRG
is an
manages to
NRG
win this
team
round and get like an ult
dominating
or
this
2
attack
out
half on account of the
Sen,
density of the
this
strategic
map is
playbook
over.
that they have. It is just some straight up.
But Sen should be able to win this round. Even though they
hits
have the
on
worst
these
guns, I would
sites,
imagine they'll be favored.
individual players going off.
Just strictly because of the 4 ults.
Textbook Valorant with this comp.
Also, why
Bang
doesn't
wants
Second
to
give a gun over
stop
to
any
somebody
advanced
else
Swords B
when
playing
he
in
has
this pit.
knives?
He's typically such a phenomenal anchor when it comes to this side of the map.
Oh
Slipped the net
my god.
Narrate here.
Nice kill from Narrate.
Digs Ethan out and finds more. So they hit on towards Brock. So those ultimates being critical, but Mana gets into the pit.
Pit's not down,
Luckily
though.
for Sen, it isn't Bang that drops first.
And now he has to avoid the drone as well, Bang. He's definitely feeling the
That's a
pressure.
huge kill
Feels like
from
he
Mata.
has to swing out, and Mata was ready. He was just flushed out by that drone.
Just rocking a hard play stuff, and now the Viper's Pit is gone. That defensive setup broken. Narrate though still has an owl drone here.
NRG, they were thinking about committing to that plant, but Scuba gets all this space, and they just want to take their time. They don't want to allow any players to go down if Sen were rotating quickly in towards
Dark
B.
scans nothing.
They're not convinced.
That's big false
They across
info
the map just yet. Scuba hasn't actually
on the side of Sen.
seen anything over at A. Maybe it's the absence of information that's more telling.
Yeah, exactly.
Scuba's
As far
gonna
as Sen
sit here
know,
try to kill any
they could
rotators
still
off
be all
A,
in main
but I
as they are, or they could just
mean,
be
nobody's on the
slowly
site
working
to
their
do
way
that.
up towards A, exactly where Scuba's at.
There's an owl drone opportunity here for Narrate, and he will take it very quickly, spotting Brock up
Brock
on
just
yellow,
lit.
pinging him out as well. Shocked out towards the planter. So
Nice spam from Narrate.
Narrate is dominating that site on his own.
Okay, he'll get
Buying a lot of time.
one.
Still no plant, by the way. They've got to do something about this. And Scuba goes down.
I
That's
guess
it.
not.
They're out of answers. It's Brock that has to stick it and go 1 for 3 in this round.
Nice round from Narrate. Holy shit. And they do that with only using the Viper ult, I think, right?
Narrate's sitting at 23
Oh no, the Silver ult as well.
kills
He
right
did
now.
use Silver ult, but he's already halfway back to it.
Deadlift Sen to a victory in that round.
This is how it starts.
Yeah, that was a great ult. Got the kill, got the ping. And then Psalm just susceptible to the Guardian spam. He wouldn't have gotten that kill if he had a Vandal. That is just having a Guardian in that position, denying the plant.
They picked off the Harbor first, so there's not enough store for the attack side to get a safe plant either. That is, man, that is a very important round for Sentinels to win, just as NRG's bank starts to overflow. Great use of those key ultimates. Zelsis is close to a lockdown here.
Bang and Zekken seem like they might have been intent on fighting towards B main. The pressure is coming real fast. Zekken needs to make something happen.
Okay, traded out, unfortunately. Bang and Zekken never had a chance to really work together with
Killsreal, Sage Res.
It's just relentless from NRG.
But I think
It's
this
just
is it.
aggressive, it's fast, and it's the entire team just
They have the
pushing,
Scuba lurk,
fighting
they have
together.
Mata about to get inserted close on site. Maybe try to get out off that.
And now Sentinels, they have
They
to
know
work
it's
their
a
way
kind of fake
through this
insert.
onslaught of utility. Scuba, in the meantime, this loose end that has just been
Double shocks.
working through the map slowly on the flank.
Yeah,
Kinda
looking
ripped
much
the
like
Killsreal
Bang
over
did
here.
on that first half. A lot of
And
control,
Brock
tons
just
of
kills
information
it.
as well. There goes the lockdown.
What?
The Sentinels are hoping to get back in the round.
That's
with
it.
it. Here's the
That's the
backstab.
round.
Scuba's been in the walls.
And probably the game, honestly.
And have not really been able to get a
I mean,
feel for
NRG
his
aren't
pace
that
across the
close to
map.
too many
Narrate's
ults.
been instrumental to
They
keep
just gotta use them
Sentinels in
correctly
this.
when they get
This is
them
another
back
round
up.
they're gonna concede. Mata converts.
NRG again are just
I should not have committed to watching
straight
the end
up
of this map,
slamming
man.
into these sites. Sentinels players trying to play forward, and they are just overwhelmed. We've seen this on countless rounds at this point. Retaking is going to be a nightmare against this energy comp, no matter which way you slice it when they have the Harbor and the Viper up, and there's all that utility you have to work through. But at a man disadvantage, I mean, come on, it's basically just done. And they even, again, they just have that additional insurance policy in Scuba on that long flank that did end up paying off. Probably didn't even need to pay off, right?
Yeah, it just
That's
Viper's
plan
wall,
C.
High
right?
tide, cove, safe plant, fall back, have a loose player across the map. And Scuba's, I mean, every kill it feels like we've seen from him has been really impactful, very important. Despite
This is
what
a
you think
big
was
timeout for
necessary in
Sen
that
to make
previous
sure they
round.
get their game plan ready.
Lurking
Or game plan right
expertly.
for this round.
Scuba was on like 2 and 9, by the way,
Be
and is now at
curious
15 and
how
15.
close they are to some ults here.
He's turned this game completely around.
And yeah, maybe overshadowed a little bit by Brock's theatrics. Has been pretty darn important. And look at his Sentinels, we just mentioned it, like Narrate coming alive, right? He and Zekken trying to wield them, kicking and screaming over the line. So best of 5. So even if they're unsuccessful here in round 21 and the next, Sunset does at least present an opportunity to put their mark on this series. Frankly, stay
Just
alive.
the Jet
I
Knives,
would
really.
love to see at
Man,
some
man.
point Zekken get
They
the
got
AWP
no
in his
value
hands.
off those ults.
Just have him, you know, that one man of him with the AWP playing towards B main. You can stack up elsewhere, play wherever he is with the AWP for retake. Take advantage of having the Sage in a retake situation. They are not succeeding at anchoring with just a couple players against NRG right now. It is just not working out for them.
There's a KJ turret at Boiler that isn't cleared this round. NRG, I think, threw theirs over towards Kitchen. Their Nano Swarm, that is, to clear it. See if that's relevant.
Make a lot of noise over towards A, and now just use that drone to re-clear all the way through B main. Bang is in a position to just take a shot and then fall away. A little bit of spam. That's going to be the case. All the site taken out by NRG.
And play
Warfare,
retake
we are
here.
in a full 5-on-5
Don't love
retake
that call.
situation now.
Also,
NRG, look at how
oh
far
no, this
forward
is
they're
a
getting. They're
device.
already fighting
I
in the
thought
snowman. They're taking all this and that is out of completely nowhere. Zekken, no idea what hit him. And you can't blame the guy. Brought back into the game by the Rez, and now it's a 1-for-1. Mata is down.
Good wall from Scoop.
After the
Holy
most
shit.
absurd shot through that wall. Zelsis has to be careful. He doesn't really have
Ethan's
a
gonna
way
get out
into this right
towards
now. It's Zekken that has to
mid
create it
here
from the
or
low
not.
ground, and it's a nice connection with the Sheriff. And
This is
it
gonna
downs
get
the
weird.
Harbor. That stall mechanic taken away. Gonna be up to Scuba to try and offer that. Zekken, though, has been able to get himself a rifle, and now is an issue. That stage wall gave Sentinels a way in, and they need to clear this the old-fashioned way, and so they will. Zekken let off the chain. That's 4 for the young gun. Talk about manifesting some momentum. Bang will get a defuse just in time, and it's a one-round game again.
Zekken and Narrate are just trying to impose their will on this match. The two of them are putting up some obscene numbers. What is that? What was that? And honestly, after that, I love how NRG, they get that kill. They were able to then use the cascade, fight for another, then they retreat, get back behind their Viper's wall. Like, wow, this is looking really good. I think they're going to take this. And Zekken just comes back in with a vengeance off being raised.
I mean, great retake there from Zekken. Specifically. Obviously, good job by the whole SEN team, but Zekken specifically just kind of took over there.
For that awkward start to the round.
Big spam from Narrate. Doing what Brock did to him earlier on the map.
Exchanged here, and NRG pretty quickly dropped down to jail.
They're fighting very aggro to try to just get the orb to Ethan. They do succeed, but not without taking some damage. Modded down very low already. Drone is re-clearing right now for SEN over towards that A side. Didn't spot anyone out. It went over 410.
And the NRG need to check these close angles. So it's an hour drone from them. Last round we saw Bang just pull off the B site entirely. More than happy to play retake.
Look, NRG, they have been playing a pretty straight up game. Looked like SEN wanted to rotate far quicker than they actually did, but even if they were there, they wouldn't be doing much contending of this plant anyhow, given that the Reckoning is
Killjoy's going for this? I guess he doesn't.
Okay, Mata just got randomly spammed, I think, through the wall that he got a lucky kill on last time.
John might have had some height above that high tide. It's unclear. Could have been on the causeway.
Yeah, that's actually probably what happened.
Like spam, I think. Yeah, that cascade would cover it.
Oh, Bang gets one from the backside. Nobody's with Ethan there.
Being spammed down.
I saw him.
A little reminiscent of that Lotus map, but this time it's SEN that are inflicting that upon them.
And okay, SEN just turned their hacks on. Okay, good work. Good retake.
And it's 11 apiece.
I mean, they just like dry spammed 3 people, but or 2 people.
Zekken on the verge of dropping the 30 bomb in regular time. At 27 right now. Nope, just spam. Okay. Just random spam. And honestly, I hate to say Mata deserves it after last round, but he might deserve that, you know?
Couldn't happen to a more deserving guy. Yep. Nice, boys.
Look at this. I mean, it is SEN. They're starting to just play for full retakes over on this B side, and they're finding success with that.
But again, it's being manufactured off these random picks through walls. Like, they are just showing some great intuition. They're frankly just spamming the right spots. And then Zekken is able to come back into the sites with a vengeance. Quiet at the start of this map.
Zekken,
virtually absent on Lotus.
Yeah, Zekken turned out.
27 and 16
that'll do it,
here
being on mobile.
as the 23rd round comes up. Bladestorm at the ready. Narrate, who's also been putting in extra effort at 24 kills, has that Hunter's Fury. In fact, both sides have mirrored ultimates to spend, and what is going to be a real inflection point in this game.
Coming into this playoffs, Narrate was, by average ACS, the highest rated non-duelist player in the league. He was having the best games he had all year in that stage 2 regular season run. Definitely carrying it over today, and honestly, much needed. I think people on Sentinels needed to step up these starts for the team and inspire the rest of them, because things have not looked good yesterday. They started as slow as it gets today.
Sova ult and Jet knives for both sides. Som is much closer to his killjoy ult though. If he can actually get some kills here.
They struggle to adapt, and when they do adapt to what G2 threw at them, it was too late. It's not too late in a best of 5.
Zekken's on 27, man. He and Narrate are going crazy this
map. Say a favored map for you of Sunset. All of a sudden, you can reverse your fortunes. It happens here.
Yeah, if we go 1-1 Sunset, that's a map that NRG are 0-3 on in this stage 2, so you definitely favor SEN there.
They play the same style, by the way, on their map, these two teams.
Som 1 orb away now from that lockdown as NRG just continue the onslaught of this B site. Same utility coming through, same deep high tide. SEN hoping to, once again, have some good fortune.
That's huge, actually, to get the Sohol out like that.
Brock evades the questing bolt of the Hunter's Fury until now. A trade hits on
nice, good ult from Brock.
Brock goes for the later Fury and has given NRG that player advantage. Now a high tide to try and convert behind it. Even a lockdown committed. NRG are that serious about getting into his post-plant scenario comfortably. And Sentinels are already running low on time. It was a fast one in this round. Mata straight around the corner.
Disgusting.
Storm connects and Zekken is down. Bang knows his players are
nice, good high-low from NRG.
3 tries, but
Let's
this
fucking
is where we
go.
have actually seen NRG's plan of taking
Close it out, please,
Snowman
NRG.
pay off as intended, where they're then cycling their utility, their walls and smokes that deep into the defender's kind of spawn area. I've never really seen that before. It's pretty wild. It's pretty cool, though.
Acknowledge the mental fortitude it takes, by the way, to do that 3 times in a row after 2 unsuccessful rounds where you're getting spammed out. Like, they are running back that same approach to the same site at the same tempo, and finally they get the result.
Yeah, because that time we saw it exactly as it was supposed to work. Ethan gets the cascade, and then Psalm throws down the poison
Such a
cloud,
good
and the
ult,
walls are
man.
just going up over
Why would
and
Neri-
over. There's a molly going down through the cloud as well. Yeah.
That's really frustrating. Maybe, no, I'm not going to criticize him for going for the free tag that he had on Brock.
With his second. So just wins out that
It makes
exchange
sense.
across the map.
51 kills combined for Narrate and Zekken right now. And they are on the verge of being down 0-2 in this series if NRG take this final round.
Yeah, that's the crazy context. It just might not be enough. Okay, that one-way orb being respected
Pulling a
by
molly
NRG.
for the dash of Mata.
Ultimate's expended though.
We're playing full retake on A.
Real flashy stuff. Should be smart
Without,
gunplay
even
here.
without like any deep line off.
I say without a hit of iron in because there's Brook. Spain's going to lock it down here on the side of Yellow, but loses it out. It's going to be straight trains across the map at 3v3.
Works out for Sen.
Needs to get in position.
Cells is stalled right now. Can't go for anything proactive through these walls. No utility to speak of for the Sentinel side to really get back in with outside. Second dashing forward, having a smoke to play in.
Nice Brock. Nice Sam. Please don't win this narrate.
When a cold wind blows 20 years in the future, Sen might remember this map as where they let it slip. Narrator's going to have to go nuts. And NRG are not going to give it to him for free. No, sir. 26 and 20 Narrate.
Wait.
And it's a wayward shoulder pick that puts him out there. But you notice Brock is set up with 2 shock darts here and a ping on.
Nice, Brock. Good close. Alright. I have to go. Bye-bye, guys. We'll be live tomorrow for America's Finals, though. We're going to watch the whole day, probably. Unless we play Premier tomorrow, then maybe we won't.